Most we want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. We'd also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do root well. And we'd like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elected in 1/3. And Lord's will, these lessons, these modern day epistles are edifying to the body of believers, starting with you brothers. You few sincere sisters, to you we say shalom. You know, we'd also like to give double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do root well, you know. And to Wadi Habashim Shai, Bashim Rachakwadash for continuing to inspire us, program us, you know, and push us, you know, to come out and get this word. Because we are living in the end of an age, the end of an empire. We let them shits go. We moved locations. Really, we're just across the street, you know, because we are yet this day in our captivity. And what's that? Matter of fact, start at 1 Thessalonians 5:1.
Okay.
What you had?
4.
Oh yeah, go to 5.
I got 5.
Let's go. Let's read this. So, if you're a new believer, a brother, you know, and you're in this walk, hey, you want to know what to do? You got to read these letters that the apostles that were writing to the believers. Because when you go through the book of Acts, what you're going through is the actions of the men of the Lord and their journeys as the truth was being proclaimed. And as Apostle Paul was making his journeys, he was running into synagogue of Jews, body of believers and brothers, and then they would get a report. And then like when you go to 1 Thessalonians, he's talking to the brothers in Thessalonica and in that region and exhorting them to keep the faith. So if you need to know what to do, you want to go and read these letters that was written before time, because it was written to us in our past lives. So let's read 1 Thessalonians 5:1, which 1 Thessalonians would also be found in Acts 17 under the name of Thessalonica. All right?
That's right. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
You got that that little wind muffler?
Oh, yes.
Let's bring that out real quick. It's getting windy. We gotta, you know, pretty much come against the elements. But Adon Ratazah, this is our last winter out here. You know, which elders and brothers, they've been out here longer than us, but I know they all feel the same. Adon Ratazah, this is our last winter. You know, this is the last. It's fine. We just check the audio.
The one day after we get it.
It's all good. I just seen it was getting a little windy. Let us know if the audio is good, you know, and I'll actually check myself. So read that again, please.
1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right, as a reminder, you know, to tell you, hey, did you see who's president? You see what kind of events could take place? So Apostle Paul is exhorting the brothers in Thessalonica, in that region, about how he's like, I don't need to warn you of what's coming, because I told you when I was with you. That's what he was saying in there, the water. That's what he was saying in the letter. If you read it, and you're paralleling it with Acts 17, Apostle Paul's letter is giving you an insight of the exhortation he was giving to the brothers on his journey.
Right. And it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord shall come.
It sounds like chaos. I just listened to the audio. It sounds like chaos out here. You know, we pulled up. You got many whores of Babylon. Jake pulling over. Everybody's in a freak-off fest.
Back at 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly.
Why do we know perfectly? Because the Lord has put it on our spirit and renewed us. He stirred up our pure mind by the way of remembrance. So now we know what's going on. Now we know the name. Now we know who Esau is.
Right.
Now we know who the enemy is. You know?
That's right.
Now we know we gotta prove a friend. Now we know that this thing ain't just you're an Israelite, I'm an Israelite. Let's link up.
That's right.
It's chaos out here. All these people are, can you go to Isaiah 9 where it goes fuel for fire? Is that 18?
Isaiah 9 and
I think it's like 18.
Like 6.
No, it's more than that.
Oh, okay.
There's one, yeah, fuel of fire. Because I was just going into it. You keep reading, brother. I'll get it for him.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 2, for yourselves know perfectly
19.
that the day of the Lord shall cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. That's what he had to let the Thessalonians know, because they were like sorrowing about the dead. You know, they were feeling, you know, he had to exhort them.
Right.
So you go through stages in this walk. That's why in particular letters may speak to you more than others. Because it's not like you're just going to read the Bible and now when you go through something, you go, oh yeah,
right.
1 Corinthians. No, you're going to go through something, then the Spirit's going to lead you, and then you're going to read it. And then you're going to be reminded again. You might find something you highlighted years ago. And it's like, man, I needed that now. See, that's why it's beautiful when you think like, when you used to like read, highlight. Now when you go back and read, you may read more than highlight, but you're rereading what you highlighted. You know?
Yep.
We'll read that in Isaiah real quick. Crowd this out, Bob.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 19.
Oh, not yet. We gotta go into that.
Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire.
Yep.
No man shall spare his brother. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied.
Judgment. So before the destruction, there'll be a famine. But what it said right there is these people will be what? Fuel of the fire. So you gotta realize you're just surrounded by empty vessels it said fitted for destruction.
Yeah, yep.
Like you gotta really, when you really see what's going on, you're not looking at people like you did a couple years ago. Now, when I even see a so-called beauty don't get me no more. Like that shit's out the window. Now the Lord's got us single-eyed even more now, because there's nothing but snares and traps out here to get the Israelite man. I was just watching a video from the elder from Baltimore, how this Judite Jake, he had his career in football got ruined because a so-called black woman claimed he kidnapped her and raped her. And she ended up getting like 1.3 million. He had to do 5 years in prison. Then when he got out, this B-word had a nerve to message him on Facebook and then confess to him that she was lying. Wow. So he had to record it to prove his fucking innocence. Wow. You know, what I've been saying, the Israelite man is the most oppressed, captive creature on planet Earth, or even our own fellow counterpart of our nation is against us here. So we look at y'all different, you know?
That's right.
Just because you say shalom don't mean you get a pass.
Right.
It's a dangerous world that we're in, man. Esau's infiltrated this thing. You know how many agents are out here with fringes on? You gotta watch these guys that are always getting into scuffles, problem situations. Why does your name keep coming up? I watched the movie Deep Cover the other day with Lawrence Fishburne. You know, he infiltrated Jake, but then it ended up turning him out. You know, but then he still was working. But what they showed you was Esau will put Jake out here, have him doing illegal things, and allow it just to get one of us. Yep. So he'll put an agent around us, do something illegal just to blame us. You know? Mm-hmm. This shit is deadly, emphasize, deadly serious.
Back in 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3.
Yep.
It says,
so we're warning you, brothers. We're warning you, brothers, man. You know, you don't think Esau could send a female agent?
Here we go. I got one precept. This is Galatians 2 and verse 4. It says, and that because of false brethren, unawares brought in, who came in privately.
Privately. Years ago, there was, I don't know if it was GOCC, but it was one of those Israelite camps. Yeah. And you had the Jake woman standing out front of it like this, and she said how I infiltrated a Hebrew Israelite group. Yeah. And then you had this simple ass, what looked to be an Ephraimite, holding the door like, you coming in, sis? Yep. And then a week later, the FBI raided him. So y'all all infiltrated. So Captain Zariak, you bragging about 42 wives, you don't know which one of them is an agent, man. Right. Which It's not 42, but he jokes that that's the number the internet says.
Yep.
What you all in folly too, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And it says, who came in privately to spy out our liberty.
Boom. So they want to spy out our liberty. What are we doing? What are we involved in? And you know what's going to happen? They're going to have to bear false witness.
Yep.
What does Matthew 26 and 57 say?
Gotcha. This is the book of Matthew, said verse 57.
Yeah. But call out Matthew like IUIC.
This is the book of Matthew. Matthew 26 and verse 57.
And we're cool with it though. You know, yep, that's the spirit. And when you know what's heavy, the Wadiya Bashim Al-Shai, Bashim Al-Kwadash, we're cool with it though. You know, we're not fretting, we're not tripping, but what they say, we're calling a spade a spade.
Right.
You know, GMS reality, GMS rock solid truth. You get truth here. That's all it is. And really that truth is building us up. Yahushua said, some of your own family will cause you to get put to death. Why? When the MOTB comes.
Yep. This is the Matthew 26 and verse 57. And they that had laid hold on Yahushua,
laid hold, grabbed him, hemmed him up. Our Lord, you know, the word,
right.
The volume of the book,
right.
From Genesis to Revelation, you can find Yahushua.
That's right.
But not every Israelite can. That's why when Yahushua said, "Before Abraham, there I was," they wanted to stone him.
Yep.
But because they got rocks for brains. That's why they're hard-headed.
Yep. That stony heart.
There it is.
It says, they that had laid hold on Yahushua led him away to Caiaphas the high priest,
yep.
Where the scribes and the elders were assembled.
Now Caiaphas the high priest is the same priest that said that the Romans would come and take away their place. John 11 and 47. So they were in cahoots with the Edomites. Just like how in Acts 17, certain wicked men of Thessalonica brought Paul and Silas to the magistrates of that city to basically get them arrested for breaking the laws of Rome.
Right.
So that shows you that, Jake, these Israelites got the spirit of Chauncey in Menace to Society.
Yeah.
Remember Chauncey put the tape of Loke Dog and Cain,
yeah.
And he sent it to Esau.
Yeah. Verse 58.
But you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. You know?
That's right. Verse 58, and it says, but Peter followed him after, afar off unto the high priest's palace.
See, but Peter only followed. Because remember, Peter being very zealous, he said that he wasn't going to leave the Lord's side.
Right.
But the Lord let us know the prophecy, and I believe that's Zechariah, where it says, smite the shepherd.
Yeah.
So that was why Apostle Peter had to deny Yahushua 3 times to fulfill that prophecy.
Right.
That's all it is. Through thy precepts, we can understand it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. And it says, and went in and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the chief priests and elders and
you don't know if there are people watching us now.
Yeah.
You know? You got the devil's advocate, Vocab Malone. He's doing interrogation interviews on all these Old Testament Israelites. I watched 2 videos this week, back to back by this dude, Vocab the male one, and he's got 2 different Israelite camps questioning them. So you said deaf to the white man. Explain that. You know? And Jake's just sitting there looking simple as hell.
Yep.
Because he ain't speaking to the men of the Lord.
Right.
That's what Amalek does. Amalek goes after the old or the young. You know?
Mm-hmm. Right. And it says, now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness.
Yep, because these people don't know what's going on. You know how surprised Jake's gonna be when Esau shows the horns that he's already aware of?
Yeah.
Jake's still surprised when he gets called the N-word. How are you surprised in 2024 that he's still calling you a nigger, but you call yourselves niggas? You see? So Jake they're not mentally able to comprehend the judgment that this standing body of government is about to bring down on them, and they're gonna cloak your trouble through mass deportation.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna cloak your trouble through mass deportation, man.
Yep.
And it don't matter if you was born here, brought here, went to school here, got family here, you're all getting locked up until otherwise.
Right.
Esau's about to shake shit up heavy. We're still in captivity. We're still at a bottom. He may put you in a high building, but you're still just a janitor of it.
Yeah, right. Back in Matthew 26 and 59, and it says, and all the council sought false witness against Yahushua.
And that's why Yahushua said in Matthew 10, take no thought, because in context, that's what he's speaking about.
Right.
Take no thought what you're going to speak when they hem you up, when they arrest you. Mr. Anderson, remember in the Matrix, you know? When they hem you up and they separate you from your YouTube channel, from your camp, from your family, and now they're just questioning you. You can't take thought of what you're going to say. We got the best lawyer in creation. Hebrews 3 says Yahushua is the apostle and high priest. Okay, and what's a priest? Levi. How you say Levi in Hebrew? Lawyer.
Right.
So we get some Hebrew classes going.
Right.
Lawyer.
Makes sense.
Right. Join. That's why Amalek is lawyers. See? So Yahushua is our lawyer. So as the devil's advocate is accusing us, they're bringing out evidence. They're bearing false witness. Romans 8 lets us know who can lay charge to the Lord's elect.
Yep.
So we're in the best position possible, you know?
And it reads, to put him to death.
Not only were they bringing false witnesses to accuse him, they wanted to accuse him to the level to put him to death.
Yep.
Revelations 20. Can you read that? Revelations 20 and 4? Of course, we could start at 1, but it starting at 1 is a historical context about how Esau was knocked out of power, had a seal put upon him, and then he was in a very low base state. Hence why you got the book called the 13th Tribe. And then it fast forwards to him creeping out of that lowest state, rising up in power as Jake was in power in the Byzantine Empire, or the Dark Ages.
Right.
And then he got himself back into rulership through marrying into Jake. And shout out to the black woman, always bringing fucking Esau to the function. Okay? Mm-hmm. Always bringing an Edomite male to the function. Remember that movie with Bernie Mac, Guess Who?
Yeah.
And Bernie thought Ashton Kutcher was the driver.
Yeah.
No, that nigga was driving your daughter.
Yep.
You know? So anyways, Esau crept out of the caves, and then he married into royalty, and then he started taking over finances. That's why in the book, Who is Esau Edom, it's going into how the Bowers, which Bauer means peasant, changed the name, Rothschild, Genesis 4, he was Roth, Red Child, he got into banking. That's how Edomites, specifically Amalek, got into power. Then they sent poor, dumb, everyday, regular Edomites over here before they got here. You know, there's different tribes, there's different sons amongst Esau. You know, they ain't all just drunk with a belly shouting for the bills.
Right.
You know, read that though.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them.
So we got thrones coming, you know? You got Israelite men right now that don't even got a home to sit in. You know, you got the benches, they call it hazardous architect.
Yeah.
You know, aggressive architect.
Yeah.
But pretty much, that's why when you see like a sitting place in a public, there's like an extra rail.
Yeah.
So what he does, he constructs public seating, but he puts little things on it so you can't sleep there either. You know?
Yeah.
And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded.
So now we found out that a part of martyrdom, okay? Now we found out that some of the ways the believers can be put to death is by the way of being beheaded. So get ready to see him introduce this form of punishment for a violation. And that violation is going to be what? Not receiving the mark. Keep going.
Right.
For the witness of Yahushua.
Yep.
And for the word of the Most High.
Yep.
And which had not worshipped the beast.
Boom. That we're in the beast right now. We're in the image of the beast right now.
Yeah.
You know? And then last night, with the whole Jake Paul situation, that was a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Did you see it? The Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson showed his bare naked ass, bro.
Yeah.
And the whole world, they said everybody in the world's watching. So what they did was it's like they buck broke him on national television. Then they had him get beat by what appeared to be a fucking Edomite, man. On live television.
Right. A Hall of Famer.
A Hall of Famer.
The whole time I kept on saying like
update,
like interviews.
Yep.
I kept on saying I'm nothing.
Yep.
I'm nothing. My legacy is nothing. Like it's like submission, like
yep.
Oh
nothing.
yeah.
Like he's like basically submitting to the higher powers.
Yep.
You know?
And you know what?
That makes sense what you said, like.
Yep. Yeah. You know what movie showed you that? Space Jam. Remember Space Jam when Michael Jordan made a deal? Mm-hmm. What's up, brother? What's up? Remember when Michael Jordan made a deal with the character in Space Jam?
Yeah.
His name was like Mr. Swackhammer or something. But anyways, he said if Michael Jordan, you lose, you got to go to Moron Mountain. You got to be chained to this ball and chain, and you got to sign autographs all day, and then you got to play the attendance in the amusement park, and every game you're going to lose. So every Jake they put against Jake Paul, what happened? They lost. So that's Esau. Like it's like how a millionaire rents out Usher, like Lil Wayne, come sing at my daughter's birthday party.
Yeah.
They just slut Jake out, man. That's all Jake is. They whore Jake out. They take advantage of the Lord's people, and because of $1, it's easy for Jake to give in because of his what? His low condition.
Yep.
So keep going to Rev 20 and 4.
Were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai.
And other people will give in because they will be afraid of death. But Yahweh Shai said, don't fear what man could do unto thee. The rest of these people are afraid of Esau. You got the North right now afraid of Tom Homan, afraid of Trump. We're going to stand.
Yep.
No, bro. They're not ready. A lot of our people are still afraid of Esau. When he comes, how many times you been at work talking and an Esau coming?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the box is in the bag. What? Or then Jake will switch up on you. Yeah. Jake got a spirit to be an overseer under you for Esau just so he can give him a pat on the head, man.
Yep.
Especially the so-called black woman. Should be the first one to sell your ass out.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. Just like the one time when Trump came in the kitchen, she bowed down to Trump.
Yeah.
Was it Trump?
Am I lying, brother? No. Hey, you'll be justified by that word. See?
Right.
And that's an older Israelite man who's been around longer, been through it, knows it.
Right.
Child support, police, always Esau involved. Why does the so-called black woman always bring the white man involved with her and her man?
Yep.
That bitch is causing high treason to our nation.
Yep.
That's why Jacob's trouble is going to be the Jake woman's trouble.
That's right.
Because we're Israelite men. We know how to pray, start fires. Word effeminate means lack of faith. We've been given the gift of faith. We're going to be able to maneuver and handle and watch judgment. The Jake woman's going to break, bro. But that's going to be judgment on her. Because you got to think, the nation of Israel started with who? The man.
Man.
But now the fucking woman act like that she created us.
That's right.
See?
Right.
Read that, brother.
And for the word of the Most High.
And that means the Lord is fed up.
That's right.
Psalm 7 and 11. It says the Lord, you got Micah 2. What were you holding?
Micah 7, you want Micah 2?
Yeah, but hold that. No, I'll grab it. What the Lord say, I'll grab it. You got yours, brother. Let me precept with you, Kratazabah. So Psalm 7 and 11 tells us what? Well, let's read it. This is Psalm 7 and 11. It says, Yahweh judges the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. So what you got to realize is there's not only wicked amongst Esau, there's wicked amongst the portions of our people.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Bringing in idolatry. Remember, the serpent went to Eve, and Eve went to Adam. See? So who sinned first? Eve.
Right.
You got to own that, man. You got to take accountability. The Lord, you got jacked up that led to us getting jacked up. So you a liability, man.
Right.
That's why the Lord is really expressing to the Israelite men how important you brothers are. You're important in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. And if you're of the elect, you created this planet that we're catching hell upon.
That's right.
We created the woman that you love so much. and who hates you so much. Why? Here it is, we getting over the curses. She's completely immersed in them. So we don't need you right now. Keep going.
And for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast,
Yep.
neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads.
What?
Or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
Now, what does that mean? They lived with Yahushua 1,000 years. Boom. That's simple, brother. See how simple that is? But you'll have a debate on Genesis for 2 hours.
Right.
It's simple. Like One Punch Man.
Yeah.
One Precept Man.
Right.
What cuts IUIC? Yahushua said, go and baptize in my name. Do they
Right.
do that? Nope.
No.
Cut. Next. Another camp. The Spirit's been on me like a checklist. Going through these camps.
Yeah.
Oh, it says, I shall search Jerusalem with candlesticks.
Yeah.
That's been on my spirit lately. Wrong, 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 wrong. You know, while we're examining ourselves, making sure we're right. You know? But that's because the Lord about to bring in Jacob's trouble. And that's exactly who it's going to target, Jake. Jake and Jake X, man. So where are we?
I had Matthew 26.
Yeah,
still.
keep going in that.
Okay. Back in Matthew 26 and verse 60, it says, but found none, yea, though many false witnesses came.
So many false witnesses are going to rise up. They're going to say ill things. If a Jake woman, let me correct myself. If a black woman, y'all know what black means. If a black woman can lie on Jake and accuse him of raping her, how much more the men of the Lord?
Right.
And then don't they push that on us? Great.
Yeah, yeah.
So don't be surprised if you got Esau use some Jake woman and say that he did this to me.
Yep.
And the bitch wasn't even remorseful.
Right.
I literally watched it today. You know what she said to him? She said, like, basically, I'll finally tell the truth. Now, this, mind you, after 5 years, a week go by, a month go by. You mean to tell me you couldn't renege, nigga, on your statement? But you waited till 5 years after he lived out that prison sentence as a rapist in prison? That's a death sentence. That's a death sentence in the world of prison. And then he had to come out and identify as a sex offender. And then afterwards, then she says, you know, I'll tell the truth, but I don't want to give back the money they gave me. So she still didn't care of the offense she caused. Selfish. You mean to tell me you want to be locked up somewhere, scarcity of bread with a vessel like that? You might wake up to bite marks on your leg.
I got a quick precept.
Yep.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it.
And you know what's heavy? Can you get Galatians 4 and 16, Kratazaba? Read that from the top again.
Got you. Micah 7 and 10.
And who wouldn't love to hear truth? Because what we're saying is a common knowledge amongst us men here in Babylon, what we go through. But what we found out is the answers lie right in the scriptures. What this wicked man's done to us, with the wicked woman, what's position we're gonna be in the end days, how we're gonna get out of here, what's gonna happen to this place. Everything is found in the scriptures for us to have comfort in. Hence why it's called a comforter, because the Israelite man needs to be comforted. His spirit needs to be comforted, because we're a spirit before the flesh. We don't get that kind of comfort out here. You only get a level of acceptance based on what you bring to the table. My presence alone lets me in the room.
Right.
But not in the eyes of these people.
Right.
Because you're up next. See?
Right. And it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it.
Oh, it says never trust thy enemy. So now you're finding out you got more enemies than just Esau. You got 2/3 that are enemies. And then you got in particular situations you may go through with a woman that now you declare her your enemy. Keep going.
And it says, and
Jacob's trouble is going to be Jake woman trouble. Straight like that. Because right now, the system has got her back. But what happens when the system wants to attack? Now what are you going to do? You know? Because it's been attacking the Jake man. There's one, because there's a few of our women out there. There's one Jake woman, she said, when a black woman can't feed her children, the government provides. When a black man can't feed his children, he gets arrested.
Yep.
The fuck is up with that? We're still in captivity here.
And it reads, and shame shall cover her,
Yup.
which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
See?
Mine eyes shall...
Remember they said it to Yahushai.
Yeah.
And there was a woman there too. Like,
Yeah.
why don't he take himself off? See, what people don't realize, there's a necessary process that we as Israelite men have to go through to get to the kingdom. So people are, on their terms, expecting what you've been saying to happen in front of them. But what they don't realize is like Isaiah 57, though the righteous perish, some men take it for naught. Like, see, he was nothing. They don't know what's happening right now. People watching, they don't know what's happening. We got to move. Somebody could have watched that and said, oh, the Lord ain't with them. No, that's why the Lord's with us. That's why we move. So there's things that are going to happen that the general public of believers may not take as a sign that's the Lord's work, and this is just of men. So that's a stumbling block under them. Persecution's a stumbling block.
Yeah.
Yahushai was a stumbling block. It tells you in Isaiah 8, a rock of offense.
Yep. That's
a part of the mission. It's going to cause offense to Jake. But then they stumbled at it. Yahushua was supposed to make you stumble.
Right.
The camps ain't always supposed to have you gravitate because it just makes you feel, it's supposed to cut you sometimes. It's supposed to open you up sometimes. It's supposed to make you realize. You can't always just point the finger at Esau, man.
And it says, mine eyes shall behold her.
Uh-oh.
Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
Wow. See? So that's Jacob's trouble.
Right.
That's why he said, remember Lot's wife. This is just the reality of what we're involved in. How many movies have you watched where the Israelite man was gotten by a woman? Was that Boomerang with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
She pulled the gun out from the pillow. Harlem Nights, Undercover Brother.
Yeah.
We know about the she-devil too.
And
what you got, brother?
Oh, yeah.
Hebrews 4:12.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
let me actually say this too. And while we say these statements that are true, you'll still have simple-minded demonic people that will take this and say, oh, they hate black women. Did you see that video? This Jake woman? She said, when y'all see that Hebrew Israelite shit, y'all better run. You seen her nasty ass? And I said, you know what? B word. I want you to have that. I want to see you in Jacob's trouble.
Right.
That's a mindset they all have. A lot of these so-called Negro women have in their mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's that curse.
Yeah.
That's that. But look at how we may be under curses, but we don't have an evil eye towards our brother.
Nope.
Right.
But now we're under grace, learn this truth. So why does a woman still possess an evil eye towards her husband? See?
Yeah.
So we gotta refrain.
Yeah.
We gotta refrain from people, you know?
Yeah.
But I had Galatians, I told you, okay, I'll quote it. It says, am I therefore your enemy because I tell you the truth? Then Joshua said, choose you this day who you gonna serve. Either you're gonna believe this is truth, like for Thessalonians, 1 Thessalonians, rest with us.
Yeah.
Or in your spirit, wrestle against us and you'll lose. He told Apostle Paul, why are you kicking against the pricks? He told Jeremiah, make your face flint against their face. They can't do nothing against you. This is what people don't realize, the relationship that the prophet has with the common consensus of the people. We're not gonna always see eye to eye, but we're not lying, we're not false prophets though.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful.
It's alive and powerful. Keep going.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
Because it's the spirit always outweighs carnality. Keep going.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder.
Like example. So they always go, what came first? What's up, brother? No, you're good, brother. This for you. You're fine, brother. It says, like that old saying, what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like, what came first, the spirit or the body? The spirit. See? So that's why it cuts, it's sharper, because what it's cutting is it's cutting to spirit and not the flesh. You got Jakes that get shot, then they go on the internet, and then they got a song, but I didn't die.
Yeah.
So a nigga could get shot and he still act proud. But it's these scriptures that'll cut you.
Yeah.
And it'll put you in a different, you'll be like this.
Yeah.
You know? You just staring far off because it hit you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder the soul.
And that's why people get cut when you bring it out. They get cut when you bring up their wickedness. They get confounded. You know? So, hey, the kingdom of heaven is nigh. So you need to repent. Keep going.
Of soul and spirit.
Yep.
And the joints and marrow is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Boom. That's why you'll have someone come up and say, they hate women. Because that's just a demon that got cut. So now what they want to do is throw tomatoes. So they're just throwing. But that's why we said in Galatians, am I therefore your enemy? Or within Amos 5, it says, they hate him that rebuketh at the gate. Somebody got to say it. Somebody got to step up. Somebody got to bring out the truth. Because majority of our people ain't bringing out nothing, man. They just going along with the get along. Claiming to be free, but still being a slave. We know we're amongst this system. We know what we're involved in, but we're not running around acting like I's free now.
Right.
But the rest of our people are. And then they get mad at you for bringing reality to their false situation that they're living in. That's why I'm telling you, Jacob's trouble is going to fix everything. And Jacob's trouble need to happen.
This is the book of John 3 and verse 18. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already.
Why? Why are they condemned?
Because he have not believed in the name.
So the name is a very important thing. Like when you see Jakes, they'll call on Yeshua, Yah. And you know what I see? I see a lot of rebellion on social media. I've seen so-called black women in their bio say Hebrew Israelite while they're dancing.
Yeah, yep.
While they're dancing on it, and is anybody checking them?
Yep.
And you false ass camps sitting out here talking shit. Chief Ephraim, get your fucking grown ass off the internet and do the fucking work.
Right.
You false prophet. The Sabbath ain't every Friday to Saturday, man. But you be posting some weird lewd shit on your channel. The Lord watching y'all, man.
Lewd fellow.
Yeah, lewd fellow. Elazar too.
Yeah.
The Lord watching you niggas, and I'ma say it in that manner. Because y'all are niggas, man. You got no right to be leading our people, but you know what you're doing? You're just a blind leader leading the blind.
That's right.
That's all it is. So what you're finding out, majority of our people are blind. Can you go to Isaiah 8 and start at 11, please? Let's show the narrative that our relationship is between us and the rest of our people, and that's fine. That's fine. Why do you think they put Jeremiah in the dungeon? Why do you think they ain't allowed Jeremiah in the temple? The fuck you gonna tell me I can't go in the temple?
Right.
You find it, brother?
For the Lord, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 11.
Yeah.
For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people.
So I don't want to go to your barbecue. I don't want to go to your unity camp. I don't want to stand out in front of the White House for 8 fucking hours. Okay? We're going to do what the Lord said. Matthew 7, he said, this is who I liken as a wise man, that hears my sayings and does them. They're not listening to the Lord. This is why Matthew 7 and 21 says, not everyone that calls on me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom. Then they'll say, didn't we cast out devils? Didn't we rebuke demons in your name? He said, no, I never knew you. I was never with you. You can look at other camps and see they're not appointed to preach the gospel, because when people come up, they're looking for a way to cut you and not heal you. That's not what the gospel says. Heal the brokenhearted, liberate the captives, free those that are bound, help those that mourn. Give them a commonwealth that they can be reminded they're not forsaken.
That's right.
That's what Apostle Paul was doing. That's what the Lord has blessed us to do. But the Lord ain't dealing with all his people. But majority of our people are dealing with who the Lord ain't with. So niggas got to go down with the ship too. Read that again, please.
For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand.
A strong hand. What we said when we came out here. We said, well, we could go into this or we could go into that. I got a couple articles, and then this brother, my witness, said, let's just see what the Lord wants us to say. So it's the Lord's talking. So if you got a problem with it, they don't despise me, we, us, but they don't just despise him, they despise him who sent him. So that's why 1 John says there are many anti-Mashiachs in the last days. 1 John 2.
I got you.
1 John 2 and 18. Really, you can start at 15, but let's get 18. Maybe we'll jump back to 15, because that coincides with Isaiah 8, the 8th chapter. Because we're not worldly over here. We use the world, we don't abuse it.
1 John 2 and verse 15.
Start at 18.
Oh, 18, excuse me. It says, little children.
Who's the little children? The brothers, the few sincere sisters. That's why in the scripture says children of Israel. That word children says banyam, sons of Israel. Understand this, that the sons, the men, come first. When Elijah was walking out and about in the land of famine, who got fed first when that widow and her son was getting ready to have their last meal and die? Elijah did. Yep. We're now finding out the man comes first. See, we're past the image while in the image. And if you still drunk off the image, you are not welcome here. Your spirit ain't welcome here, nor your body welcome here. Keep going.
And it says,
because the image causes confusion. Don't be coming up here causing confusion for us. You got a lot of new believers that are being accepted in because we're under grace, mercy's being shown, but understand there's still order. And if you're out of order and the Lord is with you, we're gonna put you in order. Or if he ain't with you, you're gonna get corrected, then you're gonna leave.
1 John 2:18, little children, it is the last time,
Yep.
and as ye have heard, that Antichrist shall come.
See, against Yahushua. And let's focus on within Israel before we focus on without. Because Revelations 2:9 says, I know thy works, I know thy poverty, I know thy tribulation, but thou art rich. And I know thy blasphemy of them which call themselves Jews and are not, but are of the synagogue of Satan. Who's that speaking about? That's speaking about Jake. That's speaking about your local Hebrew Israelite camp, you know?
And it says, and as ye have heard that anti-Mashiach shall come,
Yep.
even now are there many anti-Mashiachs.
Yeah, man, one comes to mind is like Constantine. Rearranging and changing, putting the virgin birth, 43 AD, saying now the Virgin Mary, you know? And then you got Jake today saying there's hell, now there ain't hell, you gotta live by the laws. That's against Yahushua. Yeah. Telling our people that they need to live by the law to get to the Lord is anti-Yahushua. We get to the Lord through Yahushua because he's the mediator.
That's right.
He's the mediator.
And it says, whereby we know that it is the last time.
Yep.
They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been, like you're just saying, you know, if you're not in the right spirit, then you're gonna get corrected and leave. But if you are, then you're gonna get put back in order, exhorted, and keep going.
Yeah, and you'll think a brother, you know,
because it says open rebuke is better than secret love.
I've been exhorted by elders, get my shit together,
admonished.
Yeah,
right.
Like damn, you right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with taking accountability to fix oneself.
Right.
Becoming that acceptable bride of Yahushua.
And what did he call in the world? Constructive criticism.
Ooh, I like that.
But people don't like that. That's why it says that they hate, the light, but they love darkness. Because people in the world, they don't want to be reproved, corrected. That's why the Lord is going to correct them in these last days.
And that's a scary thing, because when he corrects them, that's them falling into the hands of a consuming fire.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to watch that Centurion.
Oh yeah, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, female at that.
Yeah, they're the worst. Back in 1 John 2 and verse 19, they went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us...
Yeah, what Kendrick Lamar say? They're not like us?
Yeah.
That corny ass shit. I'm be honest, I ain't hear more than 15 seconds of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just not into that. I'm not into the force-feeding culture that Esau gives so-called black and brown people. I've never been a part of that. That's why I say I believe that I'm Reuben. Because Reuben always fought against Esau. Yeah. He never made a covenant with Esau.
Never.
They never, the Seminoles, they was jacking Esau up, bro. So that's why I say in my spirit, I cleave to that, because that's me.
Right.
Like when Little John came out with Usher and the white Air Forces and a button up, everybody in the fucking school had one but me.
Man.
I don't want that shit.
Right.
I'm not following a multitude to do evil.
Right.
You know?
Because you're not this, we not this world.
Exactly.
Not this world, And it says, but they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
There it is. So you got some men that are not here today, ultimately because the Lord's moving. The Lord's got this, he's got that. Hey, there was a time where Mark wasn't with Apostle Paul, then they reunited.
Yeah.
Sometimes a brother leave, and then he's brought back in.
Yeah.
Which proves we're still under grace.
Right.
Now, where were we at? Isaiah 8,
yeah.
And you had 1 John 2. We finished Hebrews.
And I had 1 Thessalonians 5 next.
Yes, we'll keep that. That's going to be our foundation for the camp, because that's a letter to the brothers, the body. You got it, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 11. For the Lord spake to me with a strong hand and instructed me that I should not walk in the way of this people.
There it is. That's being holy. See that? While you got other camps using Deuteronomy, word this, they're not telling you to even separate from black culture.
Right.
You still got Jakes that know they're Israelites that still get offended when they see Esau doing something to Jake and not considering that's judgment. You got to stay away from these black activists, man. You got to stay away. What's the what? Naquam? Hey, that nigga's a black activist, bro. That's not a man of the Lord.
Yeah, bro.
That's a unrighteous zealot right there. Going in front of the White House, wearing all black, putting incriminating titles. Y'all don't know if they're sold out, man.
Yeah.
It take money to have matching garments and pens and fringes and banners.
Yes.
And then just to come out of nowhere, like in YouTube, you got certain corporations that will fund a Jake in street basketball. But what you don't realize, like music, there'll be multiple artists under this one label. So you don't know how many Israelites are under the same label that are getting paid to be out here with those false teachings. You know?
That's right.
Millions of dollars? Nah. Oh, Jay-Z, the Carter Knowles family's worth $2 billion. What you think it took for him to get that? The Magic Johnson family's worth $1.2 billion. What you think he had to do to get that? LeBron, what do you think they had to do?
Some nasty shit.
So what, as an Israelite, how the hell are you getting funding? Right. What are you doing? Because all the ones that got the funding don't have the scriptures down correctly. You know?
That's right.
Then I just seen a video of Sakari out. They had an AK, a HK. I said, this shit looks like a battle rap bar. You know what I mean? Like all the, you know how the battles, the rappers be rapping with guns. Like that's how they look standing out in the street. What do you need? It's set. You just read it. This is more sharper. This will get you before a gun. You know? Right. Some people would rather face a gun than the Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. It said, was it more than that, Isaiah?
Yeah, there's all the way to 15 we want.
Okay.
Keep going, brother.
Say ye not a confederacy to all them to whom this people shall say. A confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid.
See, don't fear what they fear. We don't need to be afraid. Jake's gonna be afraid in Jacob's trouble. Okay? Not us. Jacob's trouble is not for us. We're the he that's gonna get saved out of it. When you look at the requirements that Yahushua told us to do, we're doing. Romans 8, you're justified by your faith. And then in the same breath, you'll have camps like Sakari call us Christians. But that's what they called us in Antioch. So it's the same thing happening all over again. You know?
Yep.
And I'm cool with that. Sorry, keep going.
Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself.
Yep.
And let him be your fear.
Boom. So who do we fear? We fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right. We don't fear portions of our people. You know, we don't fear bishop this and general that. You know, even though these men may be older, the Lord is putting us up on a level. Remember, he said he gave us authority. You know? So we're not here to fear them. Matter of fact, Jeremiah 1:17,
gotcha. It
goes right along with what the Lord. Notice how the Lord keeps telling his men how to react to the Lord's people. Don't fear them. Don't be with them. Stay away from them. Rebuke them. Don't pray for them. Don't cry for them. Tell them a sword is coming. When you really read about what the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is telling his prophets to his own people, you see that the prophets were not as a friendly force to Israel.
Right.
That's why they killed them.
Right, exactly.
They murdered the prophets, man.
Right, that's right.
Yahushua said, whom of your fathers have the prophets not killed? Or Stephen.
Right.
Who have they not killed?
Right.
How many brothers are out here right now prophesizing that was murdered in their past life by other Israelites that are out here teaching right now?
Yeah. Well, they wanted to put Yahushua to death.
And then they did.
Him alone, right there. You know?
Yep.
And that's why Jake said, let his blood be upon our hands and our children's hands.
And it is.
And that's why Jake is going to get fucked up in these last days.
And their children.
Excuse my language.
Yep.
Right, and their children. Jeremiah 1:17, thou therefore gird up thy loins and arise.
So we gotta man up. We gotta man up. And we gotta come out here and we gotta tell Jake the bad news while anointed with the good news.
That's right.
We wanna give good news. We wanna tell you what's for you. But what's happening is, what's taking place is necessary judgment because of prophecy.
That's right.
This is all prophetic. What they say, it's not personal, it's business.
Yeah.
And this is the Father's business. And business is good. Keep going.
That's right. It says, and speak unto them all that I command thee. Be not dismayed at their faces.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Speak unto them all that I command thee.
Right.
So we're commanded to tell you this. We're being moved to say this.
Right. Right. And it says, but yet they're mad at us.
Yep.
That's like me telling, you know, my brothers, hey, Pop said don't go nowhere, stay in the house. But if you leave, but he get mad at me. But no, Pop said this. But if you leave, now you're in trouble. You see?
And now you're in trouble.
Right. Jake was trouble. You see, Jake the one to take heed to the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, not knowing that the Lord is speaking through us and across and the rest of the brothers, the apostles, the elders, the bishops, right? And it
But
says,
then if you don't say nothing, then you'll be in trouble. Like how parents say, you knew better.
Right.
See, so we'll get in trouble because all these Jakes, our Israelite, y'all are little brothers and sisters. We're the elder brother.
Right.
So we're telling you what the Father said. What it says, the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophet. That immediately puts us in a different position amongst our people. Right off the bat, there's nothing we could do about it.
Right.
So now with this position as a spiritual big brother, we now have to tell little brother, little sister what's going on. And if you don't listen or take heed, well, now you know the judgment. But your blood off my hands. What you do? I told him.
Yeah.
I told him.
Yeah. Sorry.
You know?
I gotta get that's in Ezekiel. I'm gonna finish this in Jeremiah. Jeremiah 1 and verse 7.
Well, I gotta read this real quick. This is Jeremiah. So when Jeremiah was warning Jake, did Jake listen? No. Watch. Jeremiah 43 and 1. And it came to pass that when Jeremiah had made an end of speaking unto all the people, all the words of the Lord their power. Now I've experienced this, like speaking, and you'll say everything. You cross every T, you dot every I, you feel good, like man, I feel like man, I made that point. And then they just blink slowly.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know,
Yep.
that's the Old Testament. Oh my God. So you gotta let them alone, man.
Yeah, bro.
You could hit every point. Boom, boom, all the combos, everything. Like, man, that's not being, what you just said could have been a lesson. And then it goes in one ear and out the other. It says, and it came to pass that when Jeremiah had made an end of speaking unto all the people, all the words of the Lord their God, for which the Lord their God had sent him to them, even all these words, then spake Azariah, the son of Hoshea, and Johanan, the son of Kira, and all the proud men, saying unto Jeremiah, thou speakest falsely. See? So you could, and they're saying this to the prophet Jeremiah.
Like he's lying.
Yeah, like he's lying. And it says, excuse me, it says, saying unto Jeremiah, thou speakest falsely, the Lord our God has not sent thee to say, go not into Egypt to sojourn there. See? But what Isaiah say, woe to you to go to Egypt for help.
Right.
What's Jake doing right now? Going to Egypt for help. So when we tell them that you shouldn't go to Egypt for help or trust on them that stay on horses, they in their mind are saying, this nigga don't know what he's talking about.
Right.
So let this simple pass on so that they're punished.
Right. That's right. Back in Jeremiah 1 and 17, and it says, be not dismayed at their faces.
Yeah, the screw face like last week. Had this nigga dog.
Yeah.
Like.
Ready to pounce.
Yeah, literally.
You've seen the smoke coming through his nostrils.
He had Alka-Seltzer in him. He was growling.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck, bro?
Pit bull.
Yeah, that's Cujo. Esau got a lot of Cujites.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, in Jacob's trouble, you gonna have Jake soldiers too.
Oh yeah.
Jake gonna be getting busy too.
Yep.
Not every soldier in Jacob's trouble is gonna have blackface. That really might be a nigga.
Yeah.
You know, with red lips.
Yeah.
Mr. Popo.
Oh, they call it right, Mr. Popo.
Like Cedric
they
last
call
night.
it a minstrel show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it says, lest I confound thee before them.
Yep.
And a lot of people is about to get confounded.
But the Lord is telling us to remain a certain way lest he confounds us.
Right.
So we can't be partiality. We can't have respect of persons. We got to tell you what it is.
Right.
The Lord's watching everyone. Everyone's being watched right now.
And it says, for behold, verse 18, for behold, I have made thee this day a defense city.
So we're defending while defending the gospel. One of our number one attributes or talents given is defense. Philly shell, shoulder roll, you know, combos, counters, you know, because Esau's constantly attacking, claiming he's, how are you always attacking, claiming to be defending?
Right.
You ain't defending,
Right.
You're attacking. We're defending. It's if Philippians 1:15, I'm set in the defense of the gospel.
Right.
He said the gospel.
Right.
We're actually defending the gospel. They just want to debate, is God Jesus?
Right.
You know?
Right.
That ain't the gospel.
And it says, and an iron pillar and brazen walls against the whole land,
Boom.
against the kings of Judah, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land.
Boom. So that's who we are. We've found a small sanctuary where we're rebuilding ourselves, which is the third temple, while defending.
Right.
Like in the time of Nehemiah. That's what we're doing. And we found out that we not only got to defend without but within.
Right.
So people are getting kicked out that have been called to Jerusalem. Nah, bro, you on the other side with them. You know?
Right. Verse 19, and they shall fight against thee,
Yep.
but they shall not prevail against thee.
They're fighting now.
Right.
You know? You had that little hobbit, Haka, talking about meet this black cult that takes little girl. That's a demon, bro.
Come on, man.
That's incriminating. And you bear false witness.
Yes.
So if Yahushua was standing here, they would do the same thing to him. They'd put horns on Yahushua's head if he had a thumbnail.
Yep.
You know?
For real.
These people are fucking evil. And then all these jakes that follow these guys, they ain't see it yet. So what they're showing is they're not of the elect. Your actions are showing if you're of the elect or not. Have you been baptized? You know? And then they be posting some corny ass shit online, and Jake's always sending up. Jake's got a fire emoji demon on them.
Yeah.
Everything ain't fire emoji.
Yeah.
My nigga.
It's always APPTMH, fire, 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 fire.
Wait till
fire.
the Lord takes away Jake's pacifier. When that phone gets taken away, when that Baba is taken, that's when those niggas is gonna crack.
Yep.
Jake woman gonna be out here putting on other women's weave that's found in the streets. Jake's gonna fucking break. In Jacob's trouble, they're gonna be vexed in their spirit. Carrying another woman's dead baby. They're gonna be fucked up, man. They're not gonna look how they look right now. You gotta be ready. You gotta be mentally, spiritually ready for the level of judgment. Years ago, Elder Pastor R said, you're gonna think niggas are going extinct in Jacob's trouble. And that's what it's gonna seem like, you know?
That's right. It's a little more. Jeremiah 1:19, and it says, for I am with thee, said the Lord, to deliver thee.
Right, to deliver us. Jeremiah 29, I have not pronounced evil unto you. Brothers, for you out there, stop thinking evil's coming for you.
Right.
Stop thinking that evil's on the way for you. Stop thinking that you're gonna get judgment like a nigga will get judgment. You gotta stop thinking like that, because that's just Satan trying to beat you down while the Lord is building you up. The Lord wants you to have faith that you can stand on water. Stop letting Satan make you think you're gonna drown. Who told you was gonna drown?
Right.
Stop letting them do that, man. You said Isaiah?
Real quick, I got one.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 15 and verse 11. But this is a good one right here.
Okay.
It said, the Lord said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction.
Exactly. And Jake been beaten down so much that it might feel weird to you when somebody's at peace with you.
Right,
I had this Edomite being at peace with me, gave me a couple shekels. You know what I mean? He ain't just niggerized me. I was like, oh shit. You know, we used to the short end.
Right.
Now the Lord like, nah, I didn't pronounce evil unto you. Now because Jake wickedly been getting pampered, you know, been getting taken care of.
Oh, got it.
Niggas love 50 Cent. Treat him like a god. People see other portions, they want to just touch him. Oh my God.
Right.
You don't know this is a whole demon.
Right.
Esau opened up that nigga's third eye yesterday.
Yeah.
And now all the women are waiting for him at the hotel. That nigga's already broken.
Yeah. Real. I got one more.
You saw Mike Tyson last night?
Oh, man.
Grown-ass warrior, man. Showed his whole fucking ass. And if we were under the law, that would have been sin.
Yes.
We would have been sinning. It says, look not in the nakedness. I wasn't.
For real.
They just clipped it. I said, what the fuck? Me and the brother, we watched it together.
Chilling.
And then they did an interview, so you're just thinking it's regular. And then he kissed the dude on the cheek, said, I loved you. And then when he walked away, the camera followed him, and his whole ass was hanging out.
They zoomed down on that shit, man. It was fucking disgusting.
So you talk about live by the laws. Shit, we were until you turned the TV on. Now what, IUIC? Now what do we do? What do we do now? How do we repent? Do I repent in the name of Christ? What do I do? These questions need to be answered. But you don't have the right sheep around you to ask those questions.
Right.
That's why you're just a generation of vipers, you know?
This is Jeremiah 29 and verse 11.
Because they wouldn't like us in their school. Because we keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Keep asking this. What's the MOTB? What's this saying? What's that mean? They don't want a body of questioners. They want a body of zombies.
Yeah.
Go whatever they say. They're gonna change the doctrine, break it down different. Just be happy you're here in purple and gold.
Yep. Jeremiah 29 and verse 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord.
So Jeremiah got kicked out the temple. He got thrown in a dungeon.
Yep.
He got told he was lying.
Why?
Because the Lord sent him. He had to correct the false prophet. His own people disowned him. See, but look what the Lord said for him, though.
It says, for I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord.
Yeah, you, not my people, you. That's why in Jeremiah prophesies about Jacob's trouble.
Right.
But he shall be saved out of it. That prophecy is getting ready to take place on this side.
Right.
Keep going.
Thoughts of peace and not of evil.
Read that again.
It says thoughts of peace and not of evil to give you an expected end.
See, I have thoughts of peace for you, but evil for them. And you're going to have an expected end. But when they look out the window, it's going to be darkened. I don't know. Where is he? Where's Jamie? I don't know. What about J-Dog?
Yep.
All that shit out the window, bro. All that shit out the window. You know? They're about to get an eye-opener. Because the biggest thing Jake worries about is racism.
Yep.
You got bigger issues than racism coming down the pipe. No water running. No food. No shelter. You're going to be exiled. You're going to be deported. You're going to be scrutinized. You're going to be put in camps. You're going to be isolated. You're going to be categorized. You're going to be judged. And they're going to do it legally. Project 2025. Agenda 2030. You see?
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
Verse 12. It says, then shall ye call upon me, and ye shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you.
Boom. So in Jacob's trouble, the Lord's going to answer our prayers. The Lord going to show us he's with us in that time. See? Because we're going to be in a time where the Lord's work is going to have to work.
Right.
Because like last night was an omen. Hey, Michael went down for them. While Daniel 12 saw Michael's going to rise up for us.
That's right.
See, 2/3 got Mike Tyson. We got Maya Allah.
Right.
It's a way big difference.
Right.
We want Michael the Archangel, not Mike Tyson, the knockout artist.
Right.
Look what happened with him. It's all temporal. It's all vain.
Bro.
The 90s are gone. It's over now. It's a new era. And you got Nero reincarnated as Trump. Yep. He's about to show you it.
Yep.
When he gets in, if he gets in, oh, they're locking things down. How many millions of people are here illegally that they got to go through?
That's right.
And categorize and figure out. And then let's sprinkle a little double F on that. A little flag that might be false. And then they point the finger. Everybody with a beard. You know?
I got one for you.
Oh, they just stopped a so-called 911 attack in Houston.
Yep.
Houston, we got a problem. Yo, listen, you ain't that good. Okay? You're not that good. That shit wasn't organic. They did that shit. Just like Joker, when he would recruit somebody, it was always like somebody with a mental issue.
Yeah.
They came and told you that the F to the B to the I usually recruits people with mental issues. Then they fund them. Then they give them vans, bullets, ammunition, motives, memoir, things that they could use to incriminate them. Then when they get caught, they just sit there and he said the lights was gonna go away.
Yeah.
They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Come on, man.
But Esau uses fall guys.
Yep.
And now he's got fall women.
Yeah, man, the world's a stage.
Exactly. The world's a stage.
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5 and verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, meaning the signs, right?
Things that's gonna happen.
Right.
You know?
Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
So that's why it also says the I Am Legend scripture, where man will desire to see another.
Yep.
You know what happened to the monkeys in South Carolina?
Right.
I might watch Outbreak again.
Right.
So we're in a time of multiple scenarios, or they would call it multifaceted, playing out. Here, there, just nonstop. You know, this happened, that happened.
Simultaneously.
And then now you got Mike Tyson.
Planes crashing.
What's that? Planes crashing. Why? Because of EMP.
Yep.
See? They show you that and leave the world behind.
Yeah.
We've been left the world behind.
Yeah.
So now they got major distractions. Name another time in Babylon that you got to see not only Mike Tyson fight, but then the very next day, John Jones.
Never.
Like, what are you hiding?
Right.
That's like giving me 2 desserts.
Right.
Like, one's enough. Like,
Right.
what's in this one?
Mike Tyson, then John Jones?
And for damn near for free.
Right.
Netflix was basically free, you know? So major distractions. So what's happening?
Man.
You know, then something happened in Spain. Oh, and now Amalek is being persecuted in Paris. Like, bro, he's just building up this victim character, this victim mentality. So when he comes down in the offense, it looks like he's being defensive.
Right. Exactly.
He's just a dirty jiu-jitsu fighter.
Right.
You ever see the fighters, they just lay on the ground?
Yep.
They want you to jump on them.
Yep.
That's all he is. He's a dirty jiu-jitsu fighter.
Yeah, man.
So we go what? With biblical jiu-jitsu.
That's right.
Spiritually chokehold their ass out with these scriptures. Take them to deep water. See? And then they spiritually drown.
That's right.
These people don't know what's going on out here.
And it reads, behold, the days come.
That's it, brother.
Right.
I don't know.
That's it.
Right.
That's it, my brother. That's Benjamin.
That's right. 2nd Esdras 5 and 1. Behold, the days come that they which
Some of the best Christian music is Jamaican.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Because
Redemption songs, we call them.
Yeah,
that's
redemption
it.
song, yeah.
Yeah, burn Babylon, burn.
Yeah.
Babylon's gonna burn soon, brother.
Yeah.
That's right. We're on the road to Zion.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Lord, keep us around Benjamin, bro.
Yeah.
We all might be Benjamin.
And that's one thing too. A lot of like reggae, like Dominican tones come from dance hall. You know, like Ephraim has reggae tone. Then Simeon has I think it's called like Dempal or something like that. But it all sound like reggae.
Yeah.
But that proves that they're related. The tribes are the same.
Yeah.
You know.
Genesis 49. Benjamin shall raven like a wolf.
That's
that
right.
word raven goes into like speech, not just like action means speech.
Right.
Greece, New York, or the country?
Greece.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
There's an explosion. I heard the shit from my house.
Oh shit.
Oh, you talking about out here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
remember we seen the
yeah.
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 It's an Edomite. They said it was a gas line when they investigated.
See, people are losing it. How many murder suicides are you seeing pop up on your phone? Everyone's breaking. So you brothers out there, you got people that are dropping at things that you defeated Tuesday. You got to think like that. Like the things that we're defeating, other people are losing. Like he told Neil, many men have tried and failed. We're defeating the agents. We're defeating the demons. You know.
Right.
But what you got?
Real quick, I got
Yeah.
Genesis just verification sake.
Yeah, for the 12 tribe chart, for
Yeah.
prophecy's sake.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 27.
Which is heavy because we were gonna start with Ezekiel 37.
Yeah.
But you gotta just turn the key and let the car run, man.
Yeah. It says, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Now, I knew he was Benjamin by the first time speaking to him.
Yeah.
You know, you can read Benjamin's spirit because you gotta know how to see Jacob isn't just Judah.
Right.
Not every Jake is Judah.
Right.
Stop being simple.
Yeah, man.
You know?
You got Jake's darker than me, that's Issachar. You
Yep.
know?
Yep.
Zebulon, bro.
Yep. That's why we'll find out who we are in the kingdom.
Right.
You know, I may try to walk through the gate of Reuben, and they may pull my afro to Benjamin.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this brother could be a Simeonite.
Yeah.
But our spirits cleave where they cleave for a reason.
Yeah.
So I don't mind at all cleaving that I'm from the northern tribe. You know, because the Lord allowed us to bridge the gap with the North. We're actually cool with Northern Kingdom Gentile Jakes.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Speaking Spanish with them and everything.
Oh yeah.
They thought I was Boricua. But Apostle Paul said, I've become all men.
That's right.
I'll be a Benjamite with you, a Ephraimite with you, a Gadite with you, or a Judite with you.
Right.
He said, I'm surgical with this shit, Jake. How you want it? We out here to get to the kingdom.
Right.
You know? We don't got that proud tribe demon like
Nah.
Eleazar.
Right.
Always trying to big up Levi and put other brothers down. Now we look at brothers the same out here.
Right, man. We all priests. We all
Thank
kings.
you. We're all men.
Right.
We're all Israelite men.
And it says, in the morning, he.
King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Thank you. You too, brother. Thank you. Read that again. We'll see you. We'll see you, Lord.
That's right. Back in Genesis 49 and 27, Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Boom.
In the morning, he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil.
And that night is going to be in the kingdom.
Right.
Night where no man can work.
Right.
But the him ravening is what you know as like, I don't want to call it, but like woke Benjamin music.
Yeah, basically like, you know, singing about Babylon,
Yep.
about Esau, because you got Jake's, like the singer Sizzler, he knows about the MOTB.
He sure does.
He knows that he is Jake. He knows about Esau Edom. You know, Benjamin's always singing about, you know, Babylon falling.
Yep.
They know that Babylon's America.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he knows about Babylon being
Of
America.
course.
Come on. Yeah, exactly.
Now
Yes.
I don't know how many tribes I wrote down, but I want you to screenshot that. That's the spirit. I had specifically did the breakdown for Benjamin.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
Banyamyam. So in 1968, Desmond Decker, a so-called Jamaican,
Wow.
he made a song called Israelites in 1968.
Wow.
But then the implosion of that woke music started 1968, followed 1969. So that's a secular history fun fact you can use explaining why
That's
so-called Jamaicans are always saying Babylon's falling.
Yeah.
Burn Babylon, roll to Zion.
Yup.
I might listen to some Benjamin tonight.
Yeah.
That's my shit, man. You
And
know?
that's one thing too. Benjamin is heavily against, you know, that Mo stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, Bonte Boys.
Bonte Boy.
Yeah. But real quick, back in 2nd Neges 5 and verse 1.
See, we cleave to our tribes.
Oh yeah.
You know? We ain't just cornbread eating niggas.
Right.
You know, like we're cultural.
Right.
Cause we got all the tribes.
Right. Come on, man.
I'm trying to start a GMS Dominican Republic.
Oh man. It said 2nd Neges 5 and 1. It says, which the day shall come, that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Yep.
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
That's the famine of the word. So we're not going to be out here all the time.
Right.
Like Noah was told finally after 100 years, because he started when the Lord visited him at 500, he was 600 when he got in the ark.
Damn.
So for 100 years he was out there. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to flood. It's going to flood. It's going to flood. And they didn't listen. They didn't learn. They didn't take heed. And then one day the Lord said, "That's it." So it's going to happen one day. It's going to click. That's it. The tongue shall cleave to the roof of thy mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. And it says, and the land shall be barren of faith.
Yep. Barren of faith. Because faith is a gift. So we're seeing, what's gonna take place is judgment is gonna be in the streets, and then that's how you'll see who the Lord is dealing with. Oh, then you shall know who's my chosen.
That's right.
That's how you're gonna know. Right now it's up for the debate. Right now, Great Millstone is looked at as not men of the Lord, or not truth holders, or not prophets. But in that day, you are going to see who the Lord is dealing with.
That's right. That's right. And it says, verse 3, and the land, verse 2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
Yeah, iniquity. That's why everybody's having a freak off fest, because when you go over a couple verses down, it talks about how incontinency shall increase.
Yep.
This is why you see nothing but ass, titties,
Man.
gyrating, sex. Last year, somebody called S to the T to the D every 5 minutes in Babylon.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Every 5 minutes, somebody was getting something.
Man.
They was out here fucking give and go, man. That's why brothers protect your royal rod, even though you're still in the sinful flesh.
Right.
We're the most valuable creature on planet Earth.
Yes.
What's worth more than gold? Do you know?
Israel.
Huh? But what man? Why? According to Esau. Yep. That old ass Maine song. Melanin. Melanin is that's worth more than gold per ounce. Yes. Yes, bro.
Believe it or not.
Yes. They're like extracting it. I have to look into it.
Yeah. Like the movie, they clone Tyrone.
Thank you.
The movie Get Out.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They want their birthright back.
Yep.
That's why Esau is gonna come down hard onto the whole world like a flood and put that MOTP inside of the people.
So he could get his birthright back.
Exactly.
Because the MOTP represents a digital or technological all.
Yes.
The all where you pierce your ear to say you will be a servant forever. He wants you to do that, so then now you say you're a servant to him, which is like a servant to sin,
Right.
and now you're not a servant to the Lord, so now you can't be the Lord's,
Right.
because you're already taken. That's why we say you gotta, all these camps that tiptoe around Deuteronomy 28 or 22, we're applying Deuteronomy 22, and we're gonna scream out when his ass tries to grape us.
Right.
He's trying to put something in you. So even though one shall be stronger than the other, he's over us right now. Remember, he refused to let us go. So we gotta apply what the scriptures say. Scream out, yell,
right.
no, we're betrothed. And when that woman screams out, she now her life is spared because she fought against it.
Right.
But when the woman don't fight against it, lay there, gets taken, now they both get put to death.
Right.
So if you wanna fucking lay there, that's why we read Revelations 20. So if you an Israelite, and you wanna lay there and let Esau pop you, put himself inside you with that mark, well, now you're not Yahushua's bride. You ain't a virgin.
Right.
You ain't a virgin no more. What need be have I of you? You know?
That's right. That's right. Back in 2nd Esdras 5:2, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
Oh yeah, everywhere. New York City, LA,
Yeah.
Chicago, all these major states and cities are now just turning into mini war zones.
Yeah.
It was like why they came up with RoboCop. It was like Detroit was so bad. Oh, and then Trump got in office and he had a robot dog guarding Mar-a-Lago or whatever it's called. So now
Mar-a-Lago?
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
So now we're seeing these people starting to use robotics as protection. That's what the term technology is. When you have something that has internal moving parts. And guess what? Let me read this quote to you. There's this author. He has said that technology is witchcraft. Let me show you real quick. When you go right here, I took a screenshot of it, right here. So this author by the name of Arthur C. Clarke, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishably from magic. See that?
Oh shit, see?
So that shit is witchcraft.
Yep.
You know? AI now, you could put a picture of a loved one who died, and now AI will have you hugging each other. You could talk to dead people through AI. That shit's witchcraft, man. But that's the lying wonders in the works of Satan.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Now this is the GNT, the Good News Translation. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it says, verse 9. It says, the wicked one will come with the power of Satan.
Because Paul was exhorting the brothers on what was going to happen first.
Right.
So that's why it's so beautiful for you to have an in-depth understanding of the letters you read. So like when Esau comes up and says, let's go to Galatians 3, well, wait a minute, we'd also have to go to Acts 15. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to pull out one precept without understanding the context of the letter and where it derived from.
Right.
But now with us doing, because we do a weekly sit down of Acts, so now when you're reading Acts, it gives you more insight of why the letter was written the way it was.
Right.
So now we found out even further, y'all can't be taking these letters and applying them to yourself when you don't know the context of why the letter was sent.
That's right.
So go back to your church and leave us alone.
That's That's right.
We'll see. Hey, nigga, if you of the elect, excuse my language, but if the Lord, excuse me, you know, but if the Lord with you, I'll see you in the air. If not, there's nothing to talk about. They don't have that much faith. They don't have that faith where they're like, we gonna stay here with it.
Right.
They're pursuing us, persecuting us. We're not going into the churches and yelling with a microphone.
2 Thessalonians 2:9. It says the wicked one will come with the power of Satan.
Yup.
And perform all kinds of false miracles and wonders.
Right now, you got videos of men in wheelchairs rolling up to a pair of robotic legs, and the legs are descending onto his body, and then he rises up, and he.
Oh shit.
You know, they did that at the Olympics. They had him with the RoboCop legs, and then he went with the torch.
Wow.
You know? So that's what they're doing. Oh, Elon Oaktree's got, what's that dude from the Reading Rainbow? He was on Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I need to talk about yeah.
Yeah. What's? Yeah, Yasserallah. That's right, brother.
Shalom.
We're gonna see you in the kingdom, my brother.
That's right. Shalom.
The Wadi Abashim outside. And Elon Musk, he created this thing that makes people see now. But John 9, Yahweh Shai made that man to see so that the Father could be glorified.
That's right.
See? But now Esau, he's doing that so he could be glorified. Satan told Yahweh Shai, if you bow down and worship me, I'll give you all this. How is Esau going to get power on the left-hand side like we will on the right-hand side? He's got to do it through technology, through artificing, through witchcraft. See? So through idolatry, modern-day idolatry. It's called technological idolatry.
Yep.
And it's happening right now.
Got a quick article for you?
Yep.
Now this is from finance.yahoo.com.
And you know what all these insiders are? All the throwing up, the Illuminati, all they are is just the truth on the left-hand side. They can't tell you about Satan like we can't openly tell you about Yahweh Shemel Shai. We got high holy days, they got high hell days.
Right.
They're living unholy, we're living holy. It's the truth on the left-hand side. They just found out the God that they serve is Satan. The God that we serve is Yahweh Shemel Shai.
That's right.
You know?
Now right here is an article from finance.yahoo.com.
Which Yahoo, they say was a term made by the Babylonians to make fun of the name Yahweh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
like
that.
Yahoo?
Wow.
Something like that,
Wow.
but yeah. It's in this book right here.
Wow.
Yahoo is actually a derogatory term that heathens would use against the name of our God.
Wow.
That's why I said they blaspheme the name amongst the heathen.
Man. So right here, damn, I didn't know that. That's heavy. Damn. It says CEO of Neuralink rival on the future of brain computer tech, which the company is called Precision. And right here it says,
like how you got Yahuwah.
Oh,
see?
Yeah. Oh, wow. See, I don't know about that. It says Precision, which is the company. Precision.
But you had Precision, but not only Precision, you got another company called Paradromics.
Yeah.
But when you take that P and turn it upside down and around, it's a 6. And then you got another company that's sister to the Vera, and it's called Six Sigma.
Yeah.
6 Sigma.
Yep.
And remember, Sigma is a numerical value in Greek of 18, and you need 3 6s to get 18.
Right.
So it's right there. It's like the number 23.
Yeah.
So what did you do? 20 fucking
Yeah.
3. But you ever see that movie with Jim Carrey, number 23?
It's a good movie. It's good.
But basically, that movie shows you that Esau deals with numerology.
Yeah.
We don't go too deep into it, but we do identify when we see it because here is wisdom. Let him count the number of the beast. It's the number of a man, 603 scoring 6. So we do got to identify when we see those 3 6s.
That's right. And right here, the article, it reads.
See, look.
Oh, yeah.
Yahoo.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that.
Yeah, see, look. It says the first right here, I'm going to show you this. See that? Going, because I made the statement, right? So I want to give you the evidence on a statement I'm making. We're not just saying shit.
Right.
It says, you may have already become convinced of one special way of writing it, but remember, he only wrote it as Yahweh later. After the Babylonian captivity, it became what? Assyrian Hebrew.
Yeah.
That's why you got the Assyrian in the blue letter. You ever look at that's
Yeah.
why. Because the empires changed. So the characters of the language changes as well. Old English, Middle English, Modern English. And it says, the first translation into the Greek by the Sanhedrin, which the Sanhedrin was the council of the Pharisees, it says, during the 2nd century, it was called the Septuagint. Haven't we been going to the Septuagint?
Yep,
Do you know what the Septuagint is? It's when the Edomite Ptolemy II paid 72 priests of our people to translate the Torah from Hebrew into Greek so that the Israelite slaves in Egypt could still read their law and language letter. But he had to translate it to Greek because they were Greek-speaking Jews because of the Hellenistic age. What?
Vocab.
Thank you. The Septuagint and its original, the name was always preserved in the original Paleo-Hebrew. See? Yeah. And it says, he said, I prefer to call on Yahuwah. See? So Yahoo, but when you go into it, they say that they called it U or Yahoo as like a disc.
Wow.
So that's why they use Yahoo today.
Wow.
Remember, we all grew up off Yahoo.
Damn, I never knew that, man. That's crazy. Real quick, now back to Yahoo.com, which is crazy. It says a precision, because going in about the false miracles through its technology, which ultimately is witchcraft. It says Precision has developed a brain implant to reconnect patients suffering from severe paralysis to the digital world.
It's called digital cooperation.
Oh, yeah.
So they're getting ready to put you on a cooperation list digitally.
Man.
Kuwait showed you that. You got something called the trust stamp, where they, just look all this up. Trust stamp, look it up. It's happening in small villages in Africa. Well, what they're doing is they're controlling the society through a digital fingerprint.
Yeah.
You heard that, Jake? He said Yashar Allah. That was Hebrew, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He said Yashar Allah.
Yeah, man.
Out the window. An Israelite man at that, and he was at peace with us.
Yeah.
See, we like when our people are at peace with us.
Man. And that was 3 men today. The first, the Benjamite, the brother that said Yashar Allah, and the one that just drove by, saluting us.
Yep.
Come on, man.
We're going to see them all in the kingdom.
That's right.
It's going to be a beautiful day.
And it reads, it says, these patients can't use their arms or hands, and in some cases can't speak. They are roughly 400,000 people in the U.S. who fit that description.
Did you hear what Elon Oaktree said? He said that you can get the link to your neura in 600 seconds. You know how long 600 seconds is? 10 minutes. So now why he just say 10 minutes?
Right.
Why you gotta say 6? Thank you.
Right.
So we're there now. We're here. So where we back? Back in 2nd Ezra or Thessalonians?
Yes. Back in Thessalonians.
Because even with those, we gotta speak with salt.
Yeah, that's why I was skimming the words.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much Esau, but,
Well, that's why the famine's gonna come. Like, are we gonna really be able to be out here pointing and outing and saying, "You got the fucking mark. You got a bird." You know?
Right, because
you and your baby.
It's like, my bad.
No, you got it. Bro.
Right, because prophecy, it's rally's prophecy waiting to happen.
Yep.
So it's like we gotta let the movie play out, because everybody gotta be in the role. So we if they got to see him, then they got that shit.
Well, this said, remember,
done.
Truth shall be hidden.
Yeah. Yes. If they got that shit, they're done, man.
We're entering Proverbs 1.
That's right.
You know?
In Ezekiel 3, like you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Our tongue is gonna cleave to the roof of our mouth.
Yep. Meaning our spirit ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
And you know that. Like there's times like I ain't about to say shit.
Yeah.
And they'll be going off. Yeah.
Right.
Jesus, Middle East, and I ain't saying shit, man. Yeah, let me get a Poyogi South. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here for none of that, bro. I'm going home. Which is where we come out when we're on the line.
Right.
When we're doing our lessons. Outside of that, we ain't going back and forth with you people.
Now I'll get the same precept in the KJV now.
Okay.
So this is the same precept, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11, or excuse me, verse 9, in the KJV this time.
Paul is warning the Israelites in the region of Macedonia, because if you know maps, Thessalonica is in the region of Greece.
Right.
Let me show you real quick.
Right.
So right here at the water. So where are we at? So here's Galatia.
Yep.
Here'd be Galatia.
Yep.
Then you travel past Phrygia.
Yep.
And then right here. And then there's Italy. So when you cross over, you'd find Philippi, then you'd find Thessalonica, Berea.
Yep.
You travel down to Athens, and then right here's Corinth.
Right, because Rome's right here.
Right.
Right, so right, exactly.
This
Right.
region.
That's right.
And now this region is here now.
That's right.
See, this fits over that. This
Right.
is the ancient Roman Empire. This is where Rome occupied. See, so Apostle Paul traveled up here all the way here, you know?
That's right.
And we were in those regions. We were in those places.
Right. Back in 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 9 in the KJV, it says, even him whose coming is after the working of Shaitan.
Yep. Esau's his blueprint is through Satan.
Yes.
That's where he gets his edification, his knowledge, Frankism, you know, Sabbateanism. Okay, now the order of the new world has everybody operating in that mindset. That's why Nero in office, which Nero persecuted us in Rome.
Yep.
You know, hard body. He made short work of us too. That's why he had the catacombs. Because
Right.
just like how we had to hide being Israelites, we also had to hide being Christians. They don't go into that. Vocab, why don't you do a lesson on that?
Right. It says, it's after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Revelations 13.
Right.
Those miracles, that's what he caused people because of his miracles. But Yahweh Shai on the right hand showed us that through spiritual power. Esau on the left hand has to show you that through technological power, which means the Lord ain't with him, you know?
Revelation 13 and verse
11, because we can go into
Yes.
the Lamb,
Yes.
because we're getting ready to see him speak like a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Y'all niggas had a good time under Biden, partying, bullshitting. Yeah, the economy might not have been good, but it seemed like y'all turned up the party level.
Yeah.
It didn't diminish Jake partying, throwing their tongue out and their ass back. World Star been popping while Biden's been in office, especially you fucking women, man.
Yeah.
Out here ruining generations. And let me also add, for Jake out here that thinks that they got a plan, you can see the next 3 generations right now.
Yeah.
Okay, say you're 40. The next generation up is the 20-year-olds. They're through.
Yeah.
Then the next generation has 12-year-olds. They're fucking done. And then you look at these 5-year-olds, and they're completely finished. So we see the next 3 generations of Israelites standing before us, and he's already attacking the 10-year-olds, so he's already ruined the 3rd generation.
Yep.
So you're done.
It's through.
There's no way to build Jacob back better in Babylon. It will not happen. It can't happen. And fucking reparations ain't gonna fix you.
Right.
It said by that words, heal them, not mollifying plaster.
Right.
The word is what heals us, not the dollar,
Right.
not George Washington, not a banknote, not Caesar.
Right.
Caesar ain't gonna fix us.
That's right. This is Revelation 13 and verse 11.
Jake's not in reality. They like to talk. They like to smoke and drink, sit around and talk about a fathomable future.
Yeah.
Nigga, make a movie. That's as far as you'll go to seeing that conversation, or a comic, or AI.
That's right.
Tell AI your plans, and they'll fabricate a nigga world for you. The fuck? What did Tupac say? Does heaven got it? Why the fuck would you want a ghetto in your heaven? Are you that niggerized?
Yep.
You are that. The whole head is sick.
Yeah. It said niggas gonna be niggas till it's Isaiah 6, until the lands be desolate.
Yep.
You know, and the house without inhabitants. Revelation 13 and verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
I don't enjoy black culture. You know?
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it. It's not fruitful for your spirit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I get it. Oh shit, look, y'all, Ace Hood is playing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
niggas run to the TV. I'm hood. But like that shit's over now.
Yeah.
We're adults now.
Actually, that culture ain't our culture.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's not even our
It's Esau's culture.
exactly.
Yeah.
He created for us.
Exactly.
He said, here, eat this shit.
He gave you Patron. He
Right.
gave you Hypnotic.
For real, man.
And then Jake just give him a bottle and stick his tongue out and
Yeah.
tripping, sagging, and all Jake does is pop each other.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, Duke Dennis has got some NBA's ex. I saw all you niggas do is fuck each other. All you do is sit in a room, drink it high, work out, and pop each other.
Yep.
It's sick. It's actually sick to me.
Yeah.
You know? Jake and Babylon, it disgusts me. How low we are as a people, collectively. I go to fill out application, I'm hesitant to check off African American.
I put on white. Take it off white.
Native Indian. Like, nah, bro, I'm not black. I'm good off that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is low level, bro.
Yeah.
Cause then he gets to call himself white now.
Yep.
If I'm bad, then he can say he's good.
Yep.
I'm poor. He's rich. So every time you try to glorify something or take ownership of it, he always gets the high ground on you. Nigga.
Yep. Back in Revelation 13, verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth.
America. Okay? It means America. We're in Daniel 7. Another horn. And then he plucked the three horns. Was it the three horns?
French, Indian, the French,
Spanish, and
the British.
The French, the Spanish, and the Brits. Which Esau has partook in a major way of spreading culture from other heathens. Like speaking of the British, when the Brits was doing trades with Moab, that's why, and they were speaking English to them, that's where you get the term, what the fuck was it? Long time no see. That's what Moab was saying, because they didn't speak proper English. Or they say, no pain, no gain. So these words that America say today, Moab was saying that, trying to speak their language, then the British Edomites took it back on them and it spread further. You know? Long time no see. No pain, no gain. And when you actually, it's like, that shit sound like something they would say. So you fucking American, you don't even have a culture. You just have a smorgasbord.
Yeah.
You have a gumble of just everything, and you babbled it together.
That's why Babylon's called the melting
Oh,
pot.
no can do.
Yeah.
No can do.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
You know?
For real.
The Brits.
Yeah, man.
Because he got the fatness of the earth.
And it's Revelation 13 to verse 11. And he had two horns like a lamb.
Right. He's Rome revival.
Right.
Do you know in the Roman Empire, Roman goddesses was a major part of their culture?
Oh.
Like today.
Yep.
Roman goddess worship women. Eve, culture. The term buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride, was coined in a movie called All Leads to Eve. See, so there's things that he pushes on you as a culture that derive from some kind of idol worship.
Wow.
You know?
Yep.
Statue of Liberty, woman. You know? Always putting a woman up. That's a violation against the Lord. That's a Queen of Heaven demon. Well, how many times you see women on TV with wings behind them? Go look at a Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
They always got some woman jiggling with wings behind her. That playbook is over, man. If you're in 2024 still looking with the lust of your eyes, you're going to be done, man. You got to let that shit go. That's why Paul was exhorting the brothers about watch that sex demon, because they were in the godless empire of Rome, where it was just nothing but pop, 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 pop. That's to get you. That's to get the brothers. Get the men.
Right.
What does it say? Wine and women has overthrown kings. What happened to Mike? Wine and women.
Yeah. Yep.
You seen Robin Givens?
Yep.
And then Mike walked in the house with this bitch in bed with Brad Pitt. The fuck? Then she outed him on TV in the interview.
Yeah.
We don't trust. Don't trust these women, man. My own mother, I honor, but I take her with a grain of salt.
Yeah, bro.
Why Adam get cursed? Because he listened to Eve.
Yep.
If you a woman in the right spirit, you should be saying that's right.
Right.
You know?
Real.
You better get your staff and bang it, sister.
Real. These women nowadays are not our friend.
No.
They are the enemy.
Well, friend means brother.
Right.
So they're not set up to be your friend.
It says, Revelation 13 and 11, and he had two horns like a lamb.
Yeah, a Democrat Republic. What's happening right now? Dems.
Yep.
Who's gonna save us? The Republic. Right?
Yep.
They call it the Republic of New York. See, there's laws and bylaws within the legal system of Babylon that a lot of people don't know about. You know? You could do, like the elders went into it, but Elder Apostle Ramlad, he was giving his testimony, like at the end of the day, that shit ain't even worth it. Because like they fought against it, but he said that shit ain't even worth it. So it's like, cool, I'm not, like last week, what we said, I know my constitutional rights. I know I have the right of private citizenship. I don't need to give you my ID. I don't need to move down the street in public, but we got to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Here you go. Here you got it, Mr. Man. That was Mr. Man right there.
Yeah.
You know, you got it.
Agree with the adversary quickly.
Agree with her.
Obey the powers that be.
She was about to take the collar off that nigga like Jet Li and
Unleashed.
Yeah, get him.
Get him.
Nigga strike. He started doing the shoulder roll. I'm like, yo, is this WCW? This shit is crazy out here.
Get my nigga, boy.
Yeah, yup. But look at though, we're over here now. See? We not like Wi-Fi waiting for the Palestinians to march by and fight them.
Right.
Niggas drew blood on you, bro.
And it says, and he spake as a dragon.
Yup, now he's getting ready to speak as a dragon. The biometrics entry system. It will be on land, sea, air. It'll be beautiful. It's beautiful. Don't he talk like that?
Yeah.
The nigga's an act. He's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's like if he was a basketball player, he got 3 moves. Cross, pump fake.
Yeah.
Just watch it. Cross, pump fake.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He speaks high, then low, then he repeats himself again, then he gives you an empty sentence, and he keeps going. And yes, it's beautiful, and shout out to you beautiful people. And then, yay, we're beautiful.
Right.
All y'all niggas are his numbers, man.
Yeah.
Y'all just fuel for the fire, man.
Yeah. And that dragon's gonna be, let's say, Draconian.
Yes.
I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the guy.
Yeah.
But it's named after an Edomite.
Yeah.
You know, something.
Draco. Yeah, Draco.
So it's gonna be a very draconian out here.
Yep.
You know, like very strict.
Madman.
Yeah, very right. Madman sparing none. You know, because like you said, that's never coming back. And like in ancient Rome, he persecuted Jake, us, the Israelites. So how much more in today's time? You know.
Yeah, he wasn't persecuting Edomites.
Right.
Why did Nero persecute Christians? Let's see if Allen Iverson will help us. I've been using the shit out of AI. I know it's a data eater, but I'll use it on Google.
Shit, it makes shit.
You know?
If it's there, right.
It says early Christians were persecuted at the hands of both Jews, with Stephen, right? Whose religion, Christianity, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else we got. I'll have to look into it. Maybe I'll do a lesson on it and kind of go into more history.
Yeah, because it was around like 64 AD. And
led into 70.
Yeah, and they called
Roman
it
Jewish Wars.
the Great Roman Fire.
Yep.
When Nero blamed that shit on us.
Yep.
You know, and that took down like a lot of Rome's like, you know, their agriculture, you know, shit that they, you know, used to make money basically. And he blamed that on us.
They said, well, that's why you're in Thessalonians still?
Yes.
Remember he said a great falling away.
Yeah.
So that Paul had to remind us that there was a great falling away that was going to take place.
Yes. And it says,
that nasty ass person.
Sorry, you people nasty,
I don't even know
right?
if that's a dude. Don't make eye contact with me. I'll look away.
Yeah.
Brothers, don't have no problem playing a low roll.
Yeah.
I'll look away. Because shit be out here. We trying to talk. But what was I going to say?
About
so Nero, he crucified us. They ran out of trees. They crucified so many Jakes that they literally ran out of trees. What my girls say? Strange fruit.
Yeah,
bodies swinging. That's you can't go into that right now.
Yeah.
That should have put you in a dark place.
Yeah.
You got to get past that. You got to think about the glory of Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You know, because Lamentations. Can we get that? Lamentations 4:21.
Got you. Yeah.
Is accomplished.
Yes.
Because we can't be in that walking around every white person you see
being mopey.
You know what you did to me, man. Come on, man. We got Yahweh Shai now.
Excuse me.
You got it. Is that by 4:20?
I got it.
You got it?
Yep. This is Lamentations 4 and verse 21.
Which this is Jeremiah lamenting for what happened to what? Jerusalem. For Jake not listening. But he told you that there'd be a problem. And what happened? Jake stopped paying taxes.
Yep.
Tax evasion. Wesley Snipes. Tax evasion. Hebrew Israelite. Do you know that Hebrew Israelites had the FBI raid them because of tax evasion? Watch. Hebrew Israelite tax evasion. See? Because why? They got that 501c3.
Right.
Look. Leaders of Israelite Church of God in Jesus Christ arrested. This was after exhaustive investigation by the FBI and the IRS. What my man saying set it off, there's 3 people I don't mess with. The Aya, the Ara, and the S.
Yeah.
And who came down on Jake? The IRS. Who came down on Jake? The Nebuchadnezzar because of tax evasion.
Yep.
So Jake doing it all over again.
Yeah.
What did Caiaphas say? They will come and take away our place.
Yep.
Because they were tribute unto them.
Right.
That's why Yahushua said, render unto Caesar what is his, because they was trying to catch him in his words. Because they couldn't catch him in the law, so they wanted to catch him in the law of the land.
This is Lamentations 4:21.
You had Jake getting arrested for plane ticket schemes.
Oh yeah.
Back in the Chicago Israelites.
Yeah.
They found a loophole to get, because remember they used to go to Israel a lot back in like the 90s. So Jake found a way to be Jake, and they started supplying the plane tickets. And then the IRS came down on them again.
They got caught
again. So, exactly.
Yeah.
So wait till we find out who the IRS coming after, because it ain't Great Millstone. We ain't a tax exempt organization.
Right.
Like Israel United in Christ, or what they call. Look, notice how they always got Christ in their name.
Yep. Right, man. Because the scriptures say, don't let the ministry be blamed. Like, don't do no stupid shit. Like,
look,
stay within your quarters, man. Don't do too much.
Right. Look. January 28, 2020. Leader of church group sentenced on tax evasion charges. The leader of a New York-based Black Hebrew Israelite church.
Damn.
Got sentenced to federal prison.
Oh.
Club fed. See? That's your covenant with death. You made a covenant with the heathen. And now what they say, Satan come to collect.
Yeah.
Why Mike Tyson ass was out last night? Because Satan came to collect.
Yeah.
Y'all about to go through a Bone Thugs and Harmony music video.
Yeah, for real.
You seen it, Crossroads?
Can't collect.
Yeah.
Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, that's why right now they can rejoice. That's why they're rejoicing over MAGA, which MAGA means witch in Latin, if I'm not mistaken. Let's look that up. Don't we gotta be fact checking? Let's see, MAGA meaning in Latin.
You said witch, right?
Huh?
You said witch?
I'm thinking, yeah, MAGA.
Well, that's funny you say witch because there's always been like witches trying to put spells on Trump.
Yeah.
Look,
funny. MAGA, witch, sorceress.
To me, it sounds like magi.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All you gotta do is take off the last A and put an I.
Yep.
Magi, man.
New way forward. New world order.
Right.
Build back better. 666.
Right. And then what did Elon Musk post on his Twitter page?
Novus Ordo Seclorum.
That's right.
What did Biden say? 6 minutes, 6 days, or 6 months? What did he say?
Yes, 6 minutes, 6 days, and like 6 months.
So they're telling
weeks.
you.
Yeah, man.
It's called a humiliation. It's called a method of revelation, where they're telling you what they're gonna do by mocking you, like the movie with Richard Pryor.
Oh,
remember,
shit,
he kept saying, he said he sold him the house,
Yeah.
but he kept joking
Yeah.
about, and he actually did take it. What you got, brother?
In Japanese, it means confusion, complication, distortion, evil thing.
Wow.
The land of
See?
confusion, Babylon.
See? That's why that Jake said you speaking English, that's a problem.
Oh, even they know.
Yeah.
Hey.
Evil thing.
That's why it says this. Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Right, you got it. You got everything. That dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee.
See, so we've been drinking off that cup so much that our people are drunk to the point of no return. But now we're being reproved in front of them. So now this cup is getting ready to pass unto them. We went through Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68. Now he's got to go through Deuteronomy 30.
Yep.
That's what it says, that curses shall befall thy enemy.
Yep.
So he's got to get ready to take that cup. Like how we had to wake up in slavery. But first we got taken down. And then brought over here on cargo slave ships. So they're going to get taken down. Then they're going to wake up in our kingdom like Mark Wahlberg woke up in Planet of the Apes.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
Niggas going to be running, throwing nets on them. I might put gorillas on horses. Just cuz. Have them jumping and gorilla pressing them.
Yeah.
Make that nigga think he's really in this movie.
Yeah, because those are some smart ass creatures, man.
They are.
Gorilla animals, smart creatures.
As soon as Esau taught a gorilla how to do sign language, the first thing he said was, "You killed my parents."
Yep.
Soon as Esau taught an animal how to communicate, it said, "Man, stupid."
Right.
Ape, earth. You know, I'm earth. You're dumb.
Right.
Then the other ape said, "You murdered my mother, man."
Yeah.
fucking animals are crying out for what this freak has done. Then you got Japhet. Shout out to Japhet. We'll see you soon. You know, Japhet was in the parliament walling on Esau.
Oh, I saw that.
His
Yeah,
big nasty
yeah.
frog neck ass.
Yeah, yep.
It said ha.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, get him.
It was like a flash mob.
Yeah, I said, get him.
But they weren't dancing though.
No, but they're legal. They're a part of.
It was in the parliament.
Yeah, they got power.
The U.S. parliament.
So the nigga neck was all, oh my God. And they're ha. I said, yeah, rise up on his ass.
Yes.
Rise up.
Yeah.
Everybody hate this man. Animals hate him.
Man.
You know, babies hate him.
Man.
The son hate him. This is the most hated man on earth outside of Jacob.
Yeah.
You know, he just is in a position of power, so he can kind of brush it off.
Yeah.
He's getting tomatoes thrown at him. He can just hide in the limo.
Yep.
We gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Remember years ago, this one Edomite got chased out of like Afghanistan. The nigga was using his briefcase to hide from those organic tomatoes they was throwing at him.
I remember that. Yeah.
He was like Bo Jackson. You know, like the movie No Escape with Owen Wilson, whatever his name is. The city rose up against him and his woman and children because he was representing a corporation that was stealing their fucking water.
Yep.
So the locals rose up and started going wilding.
Yep.
Took his woman in front of him. And then of course they brought James Bond. Anybody had no Bruce Willis or James Bond and Jacob Trouble?
That's what
Bruce Willis is not gonna be on the ICBM missile with a piece of metal in his mouth, hot wiring it,
trying to defuse
it, and then at the last minute deflects it. That ain't happening, bro.
I got a quick one for you.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus said the Lord, behold.
And then get Jeremiah 51 and 25 so we can talk about more on mountain again.
Okay. Oh yeah. Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup.
Oh, what proves that? What precept comes to your mind, brother, when it says they who are not to drink of the cup drank it? What would you say comes to your mind? What would you say?
I'm thinking about Deuteronomy 28 about the blessings.
But it also goes into curses. But the point is why? It says no because it says why though. Oh, let's read it again.
Okay, yes.
Watch.
Jeremiah 49 and 12, it says, for thus said the Lord, behold, they whose judgments was not to drink of the cup.
Yep. See right there. Those whose judgment was not to drink of the cup. Look right here.
Say prophecy?
Yes. But look. Romans 9 and 11. For the children being not yet born.
Right.
See? So this happened. Look. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. See? So whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, have drunk it. That's why Adam didn't come out cursed. Adam came out blessed.
Right.
He had the breath of life. He was good, you know?
That's right.
So it was according to election that we were not to drink it, but then because of prophecy, we did.
Right.
That's when you use Deuteronomy now.
Right.
You see?
Right.
So it's according to election, we weren't supposed to be in this condition, but according to prophecy, this is why we're in this condition. You know, it's not like we did anything in the spirit realm.
Right.
Just like we didn't do anything to get chosen. This is how the Lord set it up.
Right.
I'm gonna create a son. I'm gonna give him power over creation, and I'm gonna give him a body of men. I'm gonna give him a chosen line. Now him and his men are gonna govern the world that they created off my blueprint in righteousness. But before they get there, there's gonna be a necessary steps to lead up for us to get there. So it's like, we'll never have a point where it's like, but what if? Nah, we went through it all.
Yeah.
We went through it all.
Yeah. And it says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Yeah, are you not gonna be in trouble?
Right.
Like going back to vocab, constantly pointing a finger. If he's such a holy man and a Christian, why is he not applying the words of who he called Jesus and checking the beam in his own nasty ass eye? You got some shit you need a,
Yeah. It says that we're all filthy rags. You know.
So flip it back on Christians when they're trying to come against you. Well, let's talk about it. We're supposed to be brothers in Christ, right? Well, lead me to him. Let's talk about it. Take his ass right in the deep waters.
Yeah, man.
And you know why he's going to drown? Because Yahweh Shai ain't dealing with him. That's why we'll be able to stand when those waters come. when that flood enters in.
That's right. And it says, thou shalt not go unpunished.
That's right.
But thou shalt surely drink of it.
Yeah.
You're going to surely drink that.
You're going to get some Planet of the Jakes type style.
Yeah.
You know? This thing is about to really happen. He said it's going to happen before our face. It's going to happen before our eyes. We're in reality. We're waiting to go home while everyone else is waiting for a call back.
Yep.
You know, waiting for an interview, waiting for a check, waiting for dates, you know, waiting for money. We're waiting on the Lord. Waiting if there's going to be a war. People are waiting right now if what's going to happen when Trump gets in office.
Yeah. Now you say Jeremiah 55 and 20?
51 and what's 51 and 25 say?
Oh, 25. Gotcha. Jeremiah 51 and 25.
Because we were talking about Moron Mountain.
Okay.
And what Jake is dealing with. And now Michael Jordan showed you that.
Yeah.
You know?
Jeremiah 51 and verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
But what did he call it? He called it Moron's Mountain.
Right.
This is Moron's Mountain, the Tower of Babel.
Moron's mountain.
It lives. That's why these people they're morons, you know? They're moron and more off.
Right.
You gotta leave these people alone.
Moron and more off.
You gotta leave them alone. You got it, bro. You right, my bad. Taking the low is life and peace.
Oh, yeah.
You know? It's like, would an NBA star go to a street ball level to get a win? He don't need to.
Right.
So we don't need to debate. We don't need to go anywhere to feel solidified. We're already sanctified.
And it reads, O destroying mountain, said the Lord, which destroys all the earth.
Yeah, are they not the destroyers of the earth? What did Oppenheimer say? I become the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah.
When they constructed what it's called the demon core.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. When they put those elements, they compacted these elements together, they created an instrument that only brings death.
Yeah.
It don't bring life. It don't put a smile. It brings death. That's why we were reading Revelation 13, where it said he made fire come down on earth in the sight of men.
That's right.
When he dropped that in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which they had 10 more they were going to drop.
Oh, shit.
He put people's spirits on the wall, man.
Yeah.
Their last figmented figure was on the wall, jump roping. That shit was like the scene in Judgment Day, just playing, and then boom, a blast happened.
Damn. Woo.
But that's what's getting ready to happen here. That's why she's
right.
a virgin. She ain't never been hit like that.
Right.
This place about to get hit.
Everybody been hit but her.
Yeah.
You know? And it says...
But she's the biggest hoe.
Yeah. And it says, and I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks.
Like how William Wallace did that king in Braveheart.
Yeah.
After that demon killed his wife, you demon, you'll kill no man's woman. He killed, like, we're the Lord's woman. So that's why he says he's going to travail. But after William Wallace's wife got executed, he found him and kicked his ass down the hill and then burned his compound. That's what the Lord's about to do. The Lord's about to bring Babylon down, you know, in a very intense manner. You're not going to need to ask or find a video to say if this is identified as Jacob's trouble. You're going to know, and then there's going to be pockets of Jacob's trouble. Minnesota, Montana, Oklahoma, Chicago, Tampa, Texas, the border. I've been trying to watch The Purge forever, but they keep charging me, you bastards.
Yeah.
They got all these movies. Here it is, you pay for the streaming platform, and then you got to pay further.
That's fucking crazy. And those movies came out. They've been released. You still got to pay for The Matrix.
Thank you. I'm about to say that.
Come on, man.
You still got to pay for it. Everything is ads. Everything is paying. This shit needs to be stopped. And no one's really pissed. They're just conforming.
Yep.
They're constantly conforming to it.
And it reads back in Jeremiah 51 and 25, and rolled thee down from the rocks.
Yep, and all his people with him.
Yep.
All these people that are vessels of fuel for fire. That's what's going to be in the third woe. These people ain't going to be able to get out of that destruction. When World War III is going to be declared, what are you average citizens going to do in a system that ain't even designed to keep you or really help you? Mm-hmm. This place just pimps and sells you out. This place ain't nothing but a carnival that constantly tells you new attraction. They don't care that you can't pay to play. And then they'll call the cops on you if you're outside their establishment interrupting the people that can play.
Yep. And it reads,
all you people are guilty. 1 John 5:18 says, the whole world lieth in wickedness.
That's right.
All y'all wicked.
That's right. And it says, and will make thee a burnt mountain.
Boom. He's going to be a burnt mountain. And they're going to see it afar off. Nations are going to see it. The prophets are going to see it. The holy apostles are going to see it.
That's right.
The world is watching. All world, because he prides himself last night. He kept saying, the whole world's watching.
Yeah.
And I kept telling his brother, while we watching this, it's called sleight of hand. So we over here, what are he doing over there? What's he going to do tonight? While John Jones is fighting.
Right.
You know?
I got one. This is the book of Ezekiel 24 and verse 9 to verse 10. Therefore, there said the Lord power, woe to the bloody city.
And why is it bloody? Revelation 17 says she is drunken with the blood of the saints.
That's right.
This place is saturated. We're standing on Gadite bones right here.
Yeah, man.
Years ago, you had Megan, not the Stallion. See how quick people gets hit with the image?
Mm-hmm.
But Meghan Markle, she's
Yeah.
probably an Edomite too. She's just a tan Edomite. But they had a home in LA, and they I brought it up before. They had a gardener expanding their garden, and the dude dug up bones. They come to find out it was an old Native American tribe that they called themselves the number 5, which represented the 5 books of Moses.
Right. Yep. I remember that.
Why is there a Los Lunas stone all the way over here? Why is there called a Chief Joseph tablet stone that's written in Assyrian all the way over here? Because we came over here.
That's right.
So you can't refute the truth.
That's right.
You weird-ass Old Testament Israelites, you Yah-ass Israelites, you undergarment, tight shirt, fringe Israelites, y'all all done, man.
Yes.
Now the Lord is raising up the house of David, the true government that's upon Yahweh's shoulders, is declaring authority through the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's right.
Y'all kids gotta sit down. Y'all need to sit down. Exodus 32, what did Moses say? Who will rise up for the Lord?
Yep.
Let's get that real quick. Because Jake fails to realize Ezekiel 9 and 4 is getting ready to come to pass. You know how many times the Lord raised up death angels on Jake? What's Exodus 32 say, my brother?
This is Exodus 32.
And 25. 25 for my northern brothers. 32 and 25, please.
Exodus 32 and 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked.
Yeah. Oh, were they literally naked?
No.
So this shows you why Adam and Eve weren't literally naked.
Right.
Esau, you deviant.
Yeah.
You know?
Even Jake said that. He'd be like, man, I'm naked out here.
Naked out here.
But he don't mean it literally.
No. So they were naked because of what? They didn't have the covering of the Lord no more.
Right.
So if you don't have the covering of the Lord no more, you're considered naked. Are you holding something?
I got Exodus 32.
Okay. Well, we could quote it. In Revelation 15, what did it say? Keep thy garment. And then in Matthew's, I think 25, it goes into the wedding garment.
Yep.
So you need to make sure you're having on the necessary spiritual apparel that's acceptable in the eyes of the Lord for him to look upon you.
That's right. And it says, verse 25.
I'm sorry, he said, these people aren't to me as a removed woman.
Right.
Unclean.
Right.
You're unclean, man. When you call on Christ, you're as a removed woman. Y'all should know what that means.
Yeah, man. It says, and when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies.
Well, they was walling on Aaron to build them a calf, an idol. Because they were in Egypt so long, they were like Abraham.
Right.
An idol worship. You got to remember, when we were in Egypt, we didn't have the law. We didn't have it written down.
Right.
We didn't have the Sabbath yet. Okay?
And it says, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus said the Lord power of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate.
So Sakari was back there with the AKs shooting everybody.
Yeah.
But on a real sense, so they grabbed out swords and they started going through Jake, slaying them.
Yeah.
So Jake has been killed before by Jake for their wickedness.
Yeah. It says, go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men.
3,000.
That's a lot.
Men got put to death for idol worship in the wilderness by Israelite men. So it's a very serious thing. Where you going to, brother?
That's something.
Ezekiel 9. But get yours though, and then we'll probably end it on Ezekiel 9.
Okay.
Because we usually like to leave about the 9th hour. That's when the ghouls start waking up out of the sewage.
Ezekiel 9 in verse 4.
Well, you didn't want your precept?
It's the spirit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll end it off on this then.
Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Now wait a minute, the midst of the city, what does Ezekiel 5 and 2 say? Or what's Ezekiel 5 and 5 say?
5 and 5?
Yep.
It says...
it said go through the midst. So
that's a good one.
Yep.
5 and 5.
So we find out that wherever Israel is, that's Jerusalem. BET Awards, Jerusalem. Imagine the Lord sending a death angel just hopping like Jeepers Creepers through aisle and aisle on Jake.
Oh, shit.
And a BET Award.
Done.
Titties everywhere, men, Nelly, Band-Aid off. Everybody's jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, the judgment's about to get serious out here. Imagine Jeepers Creepers in a BET Awards, bro.
Oh,
That'd be some scary shit. Remember the Travis Scott?
That's spirit. I was just thinking about that.
Remember that thing?
Yes.
Did you see that? It was a demon hopping through on people.
Yeah.
Or the demon that was with Jake when he stole the car.
Yeah.
And then he ran.
It followed him.
And then the demon ran with him. You better go watch that movie Ghost again.
Shit.
Remember them things?
Hell yeah.
Shadow people, bro.
Bro. Angels on the left-hand side, man.
Evil angels, they're called. I think Psalm 78.
Yes. Evil angels. Ezekiel 5 and 5. Thus said the Lord power. This is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the nations.
The nations. That's a cut that we're amongst Gentiles.
Right.
And Gentile just means nations. So read that with Gentile replacing nation. Because
Okay.
what's the definition of Gentile? Nation.
Nations.
So let's read that again with that word now put there.
Ezekiel 5 and 5. Thus said the Lord power. This is Jerusalem. I have set it in the midst of the Gentiles.
Boom.
And countries that are round about her.
So guess what? This is Jerusalem right now. GMS Jerusalem. You know? Here we're Jerusalem on we're GMS on site.
Right.
That's why we have the altar.
Right. Isaiah 19.
That's why there's an altar. This is the altar. And we're the living sacrifices on the altar. But now we are able to be an acceptable sacrifice because first the priest had to sacrifice an offering for himself, and that's who? Yahushai. So now we're an acceptable offering here at the altar to the Lord. Speaking the language of Canaan, which is the Phoenician tongue, which modern day Canaan today is Lebanon.
Ezekiel 9 and verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city.
Yeah, New York, Chicago,
Right.
Tallahassee, Mississippi, you know, MIA.
Yeah.
How Jake be out here repping, throwing up their little demon signs and their little colors. All that shit's about to turn into death zones. Jake about to turn on each other. It's about to get real wild out here. And I'm gonna keep saying it. Jacob's trouble is gonna be Jake woman trouble. Of course, Jake male, but still he's a male.
Damn right.
So he might be able to fight a little longer than you.
That's right.
Even in the movie White Man Can't Jump, Woody was running faster than Gloria. Remember? They was being chased down. Now
Shit.
Gloria she was out last night commentating the fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But my point is, women are a weaker vessel. An Israelite man can overthrow many by himself. Remember that video of the Jake? He was at the pool. He knocked out 7 Edomites in captivity.
Yeah.
That ain't the kingdom yet.
Yeah.
He had to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord, the scriptures say the Lord teaches our fingers to fight.
Right.
We're going to have to take it there in Jacob's trouble.
Yeah. Well, you got the Jakes out here that's ground level. It says that there shall be lions amongst the Gentiles.
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. It's good. Jacob's trouble is going to be Jake woman trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Woman trouble's coming.
Yeah.
Israelite men will be judged, but you're going to have a lot of Israelite women targeted.
Yes.
You know how many Edomite men are angry with the black woman? You had this Jake woman on TikTok. She said she was walking across the street and Edomite in a van said whites only. See? But now you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Your Mrs. Independent. You're shaking your thigh on TikTok.
Yep.
You don't need a man. So now you're gonna see the results of what you've been sowing. Now harvest is time to reap.
That's
Gonna
right.
say the harvest is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Put in thy sickle.
The harvest is ready, man. It's ripe. And it says, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads.
Now this Hebrew word mark is thawah,
Right.
which is one of the last characters on the alphabet.
That's right.
Yeah, let me get this for you. This is the Lashawan Kodash, according to Isaiah 19, is the prophecy why we're speaking it. Right here is the tha.
Yep.
Okay, it's the
That's
tha, which goes into thawah, which goes into exemption from judgment.
Right.
Okay?
Like the old saying goes, X marks the spot.
Yeah.
It looks like an X.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. So there's two major marks in the last days that are going to be put on. All right?
That's right.
If that says 666, that's the second time.
It did.
That's the second time I saw today.
Yep.
Look, that's 3. The mark of the beast is coming.
Because earlier I saw it too.
And the red card.
And then just now.
Yep. That means the mark of the beast is coming.
That's right.
Get ready. And that's why he puts it in video games.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
all types of shit. You're like, damn, why does number keep? Because it's a number here
Yeah.
who has wisdom.
It's always in video games.
So when you see that, you should think, it's near.
Yep.
It's near.
And it says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men
That what?
that sigh and that cry.
Have we not been sighing and crying all camp?
Right.
Since we came into this truth, or since the truth came into us, have we not been sighing and crying? You know?
Since we woke up.
Since we woke up.
Man.
We rejoice in the Lord. We rejoice in Yahweh Shai, but we don't rejoice in our current condition that we're in as a people. There ain't nothing to rejoice about. There ain't no new moon that we need to get together in a small room funded by the enemy, your government, and dancing to. You know? Like these other camps, man.
Yeah.
These fucking camps piss me off.
Yes.
They piss me off. I'm not tripping, but it says hate evil. And it's like very foolish, folly. You know, like y'all are selling them up Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
A lot of Jakes right now, they in the wrong house. They in the house of mirth, and they should be in the house of mourning, you know?
And the house of Saul is the house of mirth.
That's right. That's right. And it reads, Ezekiel 9:4, for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
See? So if Yahweh Shai were to come back right now, we would be exempt. Because what are we doing? GMS sigh and cry. I believe that's a brother's channel too. We're crying. We're all camp. We're sighing and crying out here. You know? But that's what the Lord wants. He wants you to cry out. You're betrothed.
Right.
You're behind enemy lines. You're not home. You want to be home. You don't like it here. You're in captivity. You know you're being punished.
Shit sucks. And it says, but hey, this part of suffering. That's why it says patience possesses your souls. You gotta, go through the bitter.
Bear the indignation because I have sinned.
That's right. Verse 5, and to the others he said.
So why ain't other camps bear the indignation, but they're acting like it's Esau's fault that we're here?
All right.
Again, Esau wasn't in Jerusalem when Nebuchadnezzar stormed in because your ass avoided paying taxes.
Right.
Or the golden. Esau didn't give you the golden calf. You know, a lot of things Jake has done that he just tries to blame Esau for. Now, of course, Esau's guilty because when you go into Job 9:24, for the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, that word wicked means guilty one. So we're not saying he ain't guilty, but Jake, you don't got Yahweh Shai, you guilty too.
Right.
That's why the letters go into about you're a debtor to do the whole law. They that don't obey the gospel are gonna be greeted by the Lord in flaming fire.
That's right. That's right. And it says, and to the others he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
Hakah.
Yeah.
That's what hakah means, smite. You know? So Jake is getting ready to have war waged upon him.
Yes.
It ain't gonna be a gang war. All right, blood.
All right. And it says, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
See?
Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women.
Jake's not ready to see his black woman perish. He's not ready to see mothers and daughters and wives and girlfriends and fiancés get put to death. But that's the level of judgment that's coming on this side pertaining to 2/3. But then when you look around collectively, you can see, this is why the judgment's coming.
Right.
It's not like they're innocent, you know?
Right.
That's why this thing is only about the elect, because it says we'd be as Sodom and Gomorrah if the Lord didn't leave a small remnant.
And it says, and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
That's why, what's that, Isaiah 32, a man will be a covering?
Yes.
That's why. Because a woman's going to get preserved because of the man.
Right.
The covering of that man. Going Noah, his son, Ham, Shem, Japheth. You know?
That's right.
They don't mention the names of their wives.
Right.
But it mentioned that they had them. But they were only on there because of the man.
Right.
So we could repopulate.
Right.
We're here to repopulate. You know? How are we going to bring 50 Cent back in the kingdom?
Right. Right.
Singing in the club.
No, he ain't
Right.
gonna be
Hell
singing in the
nah.
club. He'll be ashamed of that. Jake will actually be ashamed of what they did on this side. You know, like how we're ashamed of what we've done. But that's good that we're ashamed now. I don't want to be ashamed then.
Right.
You know?
And it reads, and begin at my sanctuary.
So all these Jakes are children.
Oh yeah. That's why it says Colossians when it says what's that about the mystery? It goes into not being given to ordinary mortals. So Israelite, you know, the elect of the nation of Israel, the Israelite men are not ordinary mortals.
Nope.
You know?
They're superior beings.
Yes.
As it says for the word authority in Matthew 13.
That's right.
And where do we show that? A superior authority for the scriptures.
That's right.
We don't show it by our strength in sports or entertainment. We show it by edification being inspired by the Ruach HaKodesh.
That's right.
Through the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's where the superiority is being shown. That's why he said Moses will be as a god and Aaron as a prophet.
That's right.
So we're as gods on earth right now, but we're in sinful flesh that can die like men.
Right. That's right. For now.
Yeah, GMS as gods.
Right. I like that. And it says, then they began at the ancient men.
Makes me think of like Predator or something.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because this is angels talking
Yeah,
about, right?
Yeah.
Then they began.
Because he went first with an inkhorn.
Yeah.
You know that where they used to keep the ink in the quill. The quill, it was basically a feather that was a pen, and you dip it in, then you'd write with it. So he was going through writing on the foreheads of the men. Mm-hmm. You know, the wah.
Right.
You're exempt.
Right.
Because you're crying, no, that's wicked. That's off. So we don't know. We'd be at camp, and an angel just came by and said, shh.
Right.
Just like that.
Just like how Lot was delivered.
We already got the mark now.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. So my bad, let me cut you off. Sorry.
You didn't, brother. A little more.
Back in Ezekiel 9:5, and it says, then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
Yep.
And he said unto them,
the ancient men, 1 Peter 4:17, it was better for them not to know the way of truth. You know?
Yeah, that's right.
So a lot of Jakes out here that have came and went, you came into this so you can receive a severe judgment rather than a Jake that just drives by and maybe gives a fist pump.
Damn. Woo. And it says,
144.
There we go. I've seen that all camp, bro. And he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city.
That's Jacob's trouble. So you're getting ready to witness mass judgment here in Babylon, specifically pertaining to Jake and then the rest of the heathens round about. Because Jacob's trouble is going to transition to heathen trouble. But understand first, it will be identified as Jacob's trouble specifically. First purge, targeting Jake.
Yes.
So now is the time to repent. Now is the time to stay nearer to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Do not contrite yourself with what you did in shortcomings pertaining to the law, because Yahweh, can we get that Matthew 22 and 25? Because Yahweh Shai summed it all up for us sincere brothers and sisters, so we don't gotta enter Jacob's trouble with this lack of hope.
See Matthew 22?
I think it's 22 and 25. I could be wrong.
25.
What's it say?
It says,
You got it?
Now there were seven brothers.
No. He said, what hangeth all the
oh,
law?
what hangeth all the law. Okay, we read that. Yeah, I got you, bro. Got you. It says, hangeth. It says, oh man.
I'll get it. But or it might be 25 and 22.
I was just digging that.
You know, I mix them up at times. Let's just put Jesus said, on these two hangeth the law and the prophets, KJV. Matthew's 22 and 40.
Oh, got
22 and 40, excuse me.
Bad. Matthew 22 and verse 40, and it says...
And you want to start up for context?
I'll start...
Start at 36, 36.
Okay. Matthew 24 and 36, and it says, Master, which is the great commandment and the law?
Yeah, immediately Huckster Hassad. Remember we went up to the brothers in North Carolina? You fucking loser. Excuse my language. You a demon, bro. If you're of the elect, you'll stop shaving your mustache and you'll turn into a man of the Lord.
Right.
But if not, get ready for judgment.
Right.
Lord will knock that little beard off your face since you like shaving it so much.
Right.
Or trimming it. But he went up to the brothers, the elders, and he kept going back and forth. And then he said, do you eat food offered to idols? What are you, bro? Where the fuck are you?
Right.
Are you in America?
Right.
Are you here with us here? A lot of these YouTube Israelites think that they're just still on YouTube.
Right.
We're really in the world. We're in reality. You know, you come to visit us. What you think you're gonna get when you come to see GMS Gabar War? Motherfucker, you gonna see captivity.
Right.
You're gonna see 4 walls, a TV, and a laptop. What you want? I am the kingdom, baby.
Right. Come on, man. How should I say the kingdom is within you?
Yeah.
The glow.
Right.
Come on, man. And
Jake, they're not in reality.
Come on, man.
They're not in reality. Everybody eats food offered unto idols.
Come on.
You don't know where and what you got it. Weirdos.
Man.
Quick question. Do you eat food offered unto idols? Is he got a shaved mustache? Only Simeon do that. He got this. He might be a wicked Simeonite.
Right. Because
Simeon does that. They trim this shit up.
Yeah. They all do. And it says, verse 37. Excuse me, 36. Master, which is the great commandment in the law?
See? Let's tell him.
Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart.
That's Exodus 20.
Right.
So he's breaking it down to him. He's cutting them. So out of all these 613 laws and counting, because remember, Psalms is a part of the law. It says, isn't it written in your law, ye are gods?
Right.
So there's more than 613. So if I go through and I count your fringes and you got only 613, you're sinning. Right? You gotta have all the reminders.
Because there's more. All right, Yahushua commanded us to go on the highways and byways.
That's a law.
That's a law. You know? He commanded us to be brothers. That's a law. Oh, right here. It says
he commanded us to baptize in his name.
Right.
That's the law.
Come on, man. Yahushua is the law.
Yep. Like Judge Dredd said.
Right.
That's what I am the law.
Right.
But Yahushua is the law. He comes in a volume of the book.
Right.
But now Jake gonna have to meet Judge Dredd since he thought he was an expert in the law.
Right. And it says, and with all thy soul and with all thy mind.
Yep.
This is the first and great commandment.
Yep.
And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Simplicity of Yahushua.
Man.
See how simple Yahushua summed that up? So for you brothers and few sisters out there, don't be stressing yourself with the law and hey, you got faith, you can repent, you're under grace, you got the name. Just keep praying. Stay close to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Don't feel concerned something like, okay, the Feast of Tabernacles. I didn't go in a tent.
Right.
I didn't go in a tent. I had to work.
Right.
But see, you got other guys that are living way down in Atlanta where, does Atlanta snow? It may not snow out there. So they can do that. You've been given land to do that. We don't have that here. And then it makes you think, Sir and Jake's that were living in other cities, like in Thessalonica, they might have stayed there because they wouldn't have been accepted back in Jerusalem, right? Because pertaining to the law and how the Pharisees or Sadducees would have treated them.
We got exiled.
Or stoned to death. That's why people turn the corner when they see IUIC.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try to find a law to lord over you with. That's wicked. But they're not baptizing you in the name. You know?
That's right.
So, Adonai Tazah, you brothers and few sincere sisters was edified through the Spirit as we were. We just want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.